what people think it's like. Oh, it's flat back. All right, bells.
Yeah, it's coming.
Good evening. How are we? How the devil are we? It's Saturday night, and granted we weren't going to be here last week, but we are.
No, we're going to be this week.
No, so last week we said we weren't going to be here this week, but we are here this week, so we are. Sorry about that thing. How does the picture look on your screens? Because up there, it looks dead fuzzy to me.
It's a bit grainy, isn't it?
Grainy and horrible. So hopefully you can see us. But anyway, it is Saturday night, and we are in the pub, and yeah. So what have we been doing today?
Shopping.
Shopping. And sorting stuff out.
Sorting stuff out.
I'm on a.
I'm not being rude. I'm just checking what pictures like on my phone, so I get an idea.
I'm on a mission to clean everything. Oh, that looks alright.
It's all right, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, it's alright. It looks okay on the phone.
Yeah.
So yeah. Good evening, Colston.
Evening, Colston.
How are you doing? Yes, I'm on a mission to tidy everything up. So I've been through my wardrobe and my drawers and everything upstairs, and I've got getting rid of stuff and clearing out stuff that just stuff that you hoard. It's all going. I'm being ruthless. It's all going.
Yeah.
And we're doing yours tomorrow, aren't we?
We are. Yeah.
Can't wait, can you?
Can't wait. Cannot wait. Evening, Mr.
Can't
Sturman.
wait. Good evening, Mr. Sturman. How are you? Come here, Sebby, now. Good boy. Come on then. Up. Come on. Up. Up.
I might get one.
Up. What are you getting?
That naked grouse. It's not that expensive.
Naked
Well,
grouse.
it's not expensive. I might get one for when's Ken's birthday?
March.
I might get him one for because then what I was talking about. I don't know if Mr. Ray recommends
So
it.
you recommended it? Yeah, it's the 11th of May, Ken's birthday. So evening, Pimmy. So any snow? We've got no snow.
We had some snow yesterday.
It didn't settle though, did
It
it?
didn't settle, but it was snowing.
Oh, of course.
It was snowing. And
Violated by
Mr.
puppy.
Sturman is tickety-boo.
Good, good. Are you looking forward to 2 weeks' time, Mr. Sturman?
And Mr. Nicholson's got some snow.
It's so close to being in Portugal. We're so close.
Yeah.
It's happening, guys. It's happening. We're going to Portugal.
Mr. Ross is in.
Good evening. I'll catch up. Good evening, Kent and Debbie, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Mr. Ross, how the devil are you? Where have you been? You seem to have disappeared off the radar for the last week. Where have you been?
Face of the air. Just a bit of the face of the air.
What did I say?
The radar.
Well, you've gone off the radar. Sebby, don't start. Come here now.
So we'll get them tunes.
Oh yeah, let's get their long shoes. We've got some ammunition now to try and keep the kids quiet. When I say kids, I mean the dogs. So yeah. Oh, thanks, Ken. I had it cut last week. I actually had it cut on the 30th, the day before New Year's Eve. So you know what it's like. Well, you won't know what it's like, but Ken, Debbie will know what it's like. When you first go to the hairdresser, it takes you a few washes yourself to get it kind of settle down into your new cut. Yeah. So I've almost got bangs, but I haven't. But at least it's a little bit shorter around my face. It frames my face now. It's framing my face. Where are we? Good evening, Chris. How are you? Wayne's been hiding in work. That is no good. Did I see something today on Twitter where you were beating Big Pimmy and Baby Pim? If I did, fantastic. Well done, you. Darren says, you bet guys taking me speedos. Yes, I'm taking me Cozzy. I'm hoping to catch a few rays around the pool every now and again while we're there. Let's not.
Have you checked the apartments out, Daz, on the link from?
He's got a 3-bedroom one in it, and he's got a private pool. So we're coming to your apartment, Daz, just so you know, because we've got the 2-bedroom. We were in a 2-bed duplex. So we're coming to your pool because I think you're the only ones that's got 3-bedder. So we're totally coming for your pool party. 100%. So yeah, so I saw on Twitter today, Pimmy posted something up that Wayne was absolutely battering Pimmy and Baby playing golf.
Yeah.
After that, something like 14 holes, he got like 31 points or something ridiculous. 34 points or anyway, he hammered him. So yeah, well stuffed. Well done. Unlucky Pim, unlucky pal.
Mr. Cox, is he on with me?
Yeah, you know what you mean. Yeah. I can imagine Colston. Yeah, I can imagine. So, do you tend to have yours cut before or after your glittery bubble bath? Asking for a friend, of course. So, sorry, Chris won't be joining tonight to get in for his mate's birthday drinks. Not a problem, Chris. Not a problem. So, Kevin's in. Good evening, Kevin. So happy to see you doing better. Are you fully recovered, Neil?
I would say I'm virtually fully recovered now. I would say.
Yeah. I reckon you're probably 99%.
99%. Well, I'm going back to work on Monday, so I'm better.
Good. So it's
I haven't got any yet, now.
Hang on, it snowed in Boston. Not a loaf of bread or gallon of milk to be found anywhere. Has everyone panic buying them?
Yeah.
That's the problem, isn't it, with the weather conditions?
Yeah. I haven't got them, but I can always nip to Primark and see if they've got any going.
Leopard Speedos.
Yeah. If they aren't, I'll just bring baggy shorts.
No, he is wearing though, Daz. He's got some duck shorts, some blue shorts with rubber duckies all over them. So he'll bring them.
Still for Primark.
Exactly after Primark, can't they? They can bring them for your pool party. So Colson says during. Good evening, Pimmy.
Afternoon.
How you doing?
Fine.
How was the night?
What?
How were the nights, Pimmy? Did you do nights last week?
I did 3 nights and then the dickhead came back and then I ended up doing Friday night as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lucky.
So 3 nights, 2 days and a night.
So how was golf today?
Good. Indoor, it was pretty warm, nice and dry in the way.
Over there?
Yeah, it was lovely.
Good, yeah. How much did you get beat by?
Does it matter?
Yes.
Yes,
it does.
I think I have about 10 points was it between me and Wayne.
What did he finish on then? What did he finish on?
He finished on 46 points.
46? Some bandage are going on there, surely.
Yeah.
Wow.
David had 41 and I had 36.
So you even got battered by your lad?
Yeah.
But you didn't come last, you came third.
Out of 3.
Yeah. And his lad got sent to bed as soon as he got home.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
What's for dinner? Nothing.
But you've still got to be pleased with 36 points. That shows you're playing to your handicap at least.
Yeah. One over my handicap apparently.
No, that's not bad really. Regardless of what the other bandits scored, at least you're true to yourself, aren't you?
Well, at least I was playing off my proper handicap. The wee fella, he was playing off 40.
Well, it won't be next week, will it?
No.
At least.
Good evening, Lisa. How the devil are you? How are you recovering? I'll put the link up here for you, Wayne. I think he's going to come in and try and give his side of the story.
Yep.
So Kev says people go crazy. 9 inches of snow in the northeast. It should not be a big deal.
No, you think you'll be used to it over there, wouldn't you?
You think so? Mind you,
well, it's like Colson says, 9 inches in the UK, you'll be absolute standstill.
Yeah.
It really would.
Yeah,
what not to do with it?
We're not used to that much, are we really?
No, we're not used to 3 inches, mind that. Snow, we're talking about Kent.
You know, you're just waiting for Kent to comment on there, aren't you?
Yeah. So yeah, happy days. So Chris says the meeting up at 10 and it's 7th already. Oh Jesus Christ! Don't do it, Chris. Don't do it. Oh, we've got Big Rossi coming in.
Imagine if you went to Portugal.
Yeah, you'd be dead after about a day. So Lisa doing well, good.
Good.
Glad to see you on the mend.
Big Rosie.
There's Alex.
Betty Swallocks is in, yeah, that's it.
Oh, look at him.
Hey, here he is. Betty Swallocks is in.
Hello,
Hello, you all right?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, yeah.
Good, good, good.
You keep going dark and light. Bandit,
I don't know what it is. But... Ooh,
bandit, bandit, bandit.
me? I know a bandit.
Oh,
I don't
he was a
like-
fancy
I don't
new.
know.
46
Yeah,
points.
right?
There you go. Is that light? Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Turn it so it's so the light's not in the screen. Turn it that way slightly.
That way?
No, other way.
All the way. That's better.
Not better.
Mm.
Bit of the,
There we go.
Listen, 46 points and you're not a bandit.
Well, I think my handicap's a bit too high, to be honest. So it is. No,
If you're hitting shots like that, I think definitely.
I didn't even drive the ball well. It's just Timmy and David had a bad day.
No, you had a good day with 46 points.
46
I know.
points.
What was it? What did I shoot? Timmy 82 or something? What was it?
Something like that, 82, 86, something around there.
84, sorry, 84.
And what's your handicap at the minute?
Mine, 26.
Uh-huh.
No, you don't want to know what my handicap is.
You need a cut.
It does. It does. Hopefully, fingers crossed. We'll see. We'll see.
Are you around scoring at the moment? Because we're not, are we?
No, I was
No,
done.
Our course has been shortened, so it's we're not actually.
It doesn't
Doesn't
count.
affect
Doesn't
your
affect your
handicap.
handicap at the minute because
So-
we're on temporary cheese and
Yeah.
I think the course is about 15% shorter.
I think they're only playing the front 9 for competition on ours.
Okay.
But you can still play the full 18, but they're only taking the front 9 for competition.
All right.
And even then, it's temporary greens or temporary tee boxes. Hello again.
All right.
Yeah. No. We're not qualifying at the minute because our courses would be quite wet now. But it should come down next year. I'm hoping. We'll
Yeah.
see. Fingers crossed. So
I should think so.
if I can get my driving sorted, it's just my driving. It's just shit.
Get a 3-wood.
Eh?
He was.
He's just got 3 wood.
Get a 3-wood. I'm not.
The three wood's getting reshafted actually at the minute.
I've stopped using my driver, haven't I? Like the few times we've been out,
Yeah.
and I'm hitting a 3-wood as straight as
Straight it down.
and 200 yards into it. It's going, so it's not.
Yeah. No.
Very good.
Hey Lisa,
Hey, everyone.
how you
Hello.
doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good, good. You're looking very glamorous tonight.
Glamorous.
Yeah.
The hair's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah, thank you. No, it's all gray and it's like, yeah, but thanks. Must be the lighting.
Can't see the grey.
Definitely can't see the grey.
No, can't see
Definitely
the grey.
can't see the grey.
There's lots of it in there, but
Well, I can't comment on grey hair. I'm greyer than Luna.
Yeah, he
So-
is, yeah. Totally. So Ken
That's
says,
all right. John is now calling me,
oh, is he?
John is calling me Franenstein instead of Frankenstein because I've got this huge incision in my neck. All I need are the bolts.
How big is him?
Huh? Yeah.
How
it's
big?
all right.
Hey, he's still here though. That's all that matters.
Yeah, and I played today.
Oh, how did you play?
It needs a little bit of work, but it's okay. Well, it was the first time hitting full shots,
Right.
since surgery. So it was like I didn't want to hit anything fat and hurt myself. So,
Yeah.
but I was swinging. I had some good shots. My putting was a little off, but we'll work on that. It's okay.
That's good.
Good thing to be back
was-
out.
It was 34 degrees here, Fahrenheit. So I mean that's like 0 at Celsius. I mean it was cold. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good. Well, at least you got back out. That's the main thing.
Exactly. And we'll play again tomorrow. So we'll see. When are you
Excellent.
guys going to Portugal?
2 weeks on Monday.
Okay. What a great trip that sounds like.
I'm excited.
I'm sure. I'm sure
It's-
you are.
It's literally like all my Christmases, like forever, have come at once.
Yeah.
You know, you're getting that green light to go ahead.
Yeah.
It's still been, you know, will they, won't they, will they, won't they, where they're going to shut the borders, what they're going to do, and it's still been very much in the air. But it's like now where we are going, we've got to have a clinician's got to do a lateral flow test 48 hours before we go. We can't do it on
Oh,
ourselves. It's got to be a clinician, which is like 30 quid. So we've got to show that on entry to Portugal. In fact, no, at the gate. At the gate, we've got to show our passports, our negative COVID test, our COVID passport to say that we've been vaccinated, and our passenger locator form. So that's not going to take forever at all.
Just quickly to let you know, Ronnie Roosters.
Are they going to test you before going in?
No, as long as we've been tested negative 48 hours before, we're fine. And then when we come back, we've got to test again within 2 days of getting back.
A
lateral flow, but we can do that ourselves, which is fine. So it's a lot of faffing around, but we're going. That's the main
Neil,
thing.
you're feeling good?
Yeah, I'm back to normal, really, aren't I? Like I say,
Yeah.
I'm going back
Is
to work
Neil
on
feel-
Monday.
Is Neil feeling better? You feeling better?
Yes,
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
definitely feeling a lot better than he was. I'd say he's about 99%.
yeah.
Back at work next on Monday anyway.
So that's
Good.
good.
Yeah,
Good.
me too.
Oh, I'm glad he's going back to work though.
Yeah.
You've been getting a bit grumpy, haven't you?
Yeah. I have to spend all time with you, so it can be good.
To be fair, I've been upstairs.
Right.
So anyway, let's catch up. So Colson says, do we notice how close we are to 100 subscribers on this channel? We've got 95 subscribers on this
Oh,
channel.
Wow. I didn't realise that.
Oh dear. Wayne's gone, but Chris was asking if you are still there, Wayne. Are you at the golf day? And yes, he is. Because if he's not at the golf day, I want to kick his ass.
I'll pay to see that.
Oh, yes. Evening, Ronnie. 2 weeks to Portugal. Exactly. I assume we are going to be graced with your presence, Mr. Rooster. So Colson's course is closed at the minute due to the rain. Kent's is shut for snow.
No.
Chris has said he went into the range yesterday using his 5 wood. He hated it better than his driver. There you go. Chris has cut all his hair off so he can't see his grey. We've got Craig in the room. Good
Craig's in
evening,
the room.
Craig.
Yeah,
How are you
Craig.
doing? Matt's in. Good evening, Matt. So Darren's got his PRC at the airport. What do you mean PRC at the airport? Do you mean what's it now? It's not the LFT, it's the
PCR.
PCR. Do you mean PCR? 120 quid for a PCR test. Jesus Christ, Darren. Absolutely right, Kent. It's better having a scar than the alternative. 100%. Evening, Mr. Ray. How are you doing? He maybe see us on the green somewhere. Maybe.
We seem to get lucky.
We seem to get lucky as good ones, Lisa.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
Oh dear. So Craig's good. Good to see us back on the course. We've got another vlog coming out tomorrow. It's a 3-hole match.
Yes.
Our first 3-hole match of 2022.
Yes, it is.
Isn't it?
It is, yes.
Mm.
Keep smiling. Just keep smiling.
We're smiling, yeah. I'm smiling, a genuine smile, not going.
Yeah.
Not one through gritted teeth.
Mm. And we should all be well weather-wise. We'll go out and do some more
Some
filming
filming
tomorrow.
tomorrow, aren't we?
We were supposed to go and play today, but it'd been raining quite a lot, hasn't it?
It forecast rain all day until
Yeah.
morning. And then it didn't really rain, did it?
There was a window about an hour and a half where it
Yeah.
didn't rain, but the course was still wet where it's been raining yesterday. I was like, do you know what? It would have been boggy and horrible anyway, so
So we didn't bother, did we?
we didn't bother. And then about 11 o'clock when we would have been out, it started, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we thought we'll go and do some practical stuff, get some Euros, get a bit of a few bits of clothes,
Yeah.
mainly for you.
Mhm.
Get things ticked off the list. So Chris has got to go now. Time to head out due to a lack of beer. Oh dear Lord. Good luck, Chris. See you on the other side. Oh, Colston's coming to say hello.
Is he in the bath?
Is he in the bath? What, like he was last week?
Walking the dog.
Do hope not.
Like Lisa's night.
Yeah, what colour? He keeps sending. He keeps sending pictures through of the colour glitter that he's having every night in the bath, isn't he?
Just have a look, nice. What's that with that, though?
There he is. He's not in the bath. Let us down, Colston.
No, not in the bath, no.
You're not in a glittery bath tonight.
Not tonight.
Mind you, you've still got a bit of a shimmer about you from all the glitter you've had in this
Right.
week.
Still glittery.
No
Nice
golf
to
for
see
you,
you,
then.
Lisa. Nice to
that?
see you.
Nice to see you, Lisa.
Oh, you guys are breaking up and you keep
Oh, this-
freezing.
This is bloody tablet. Hang on.
I can't even see Colston.
You
Oh, there he
can.
is. Now I can.
Yeah.
Fully dressed as well.
Fully dressed, yeah. Just for Pimmy.
I thought you were going to be in the bath for me.
Oh no.
It's a half hour ago.
This is Dizzy sense. So, Daz,
Yes,
We,
we have got some golf balls, Daz.
we nipped to Costco yesterday and bought the 4 dozen, didn't we?
Yeah.
Um,
went to Costco, and they've got the Kirkland balls at Costco. There's a V2 out now.
version 2.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the difference is.
So
Well, 50 pence a pack. But
I think they're in here. Oh. They've got
got-
a green box.
I got the old box, an old box here. Hang on, 2 seconds. We'll see what the difference is.
The different colour boxes. I don't know about anything else. Yeah, if it does. If there's gonna be a lot of water, we need a lot of balls. After last time we played it, if we played in Salvador on Tuesday, it was ridiculous. We lost so many balls that day.
In the shop, it basically said word for word what the other ones said, so I don't know what the difference is.
Yeah, so these are the V2s. And we've got 2 boxes of these. If this doesn't keep us through, I don't know what will.
Oh.
Everything on the box virtually says what's on the
Just
other
lift the box up a little bit. This is the same. Feel and performance, high spin for short game. They're pretty much word for word, exactly the same.
one. Version 2.
But this just says V2 on it.
Hmm.
Strange.
So I thought, we'll have a go. What's the worst that can happen?
What does it say about the core?
Soft and highly elastic core to maximize distance.
Mantle?
Mantle?
Interacts with a soft cover to generate optimized spin for irons and wedge shots.
Yeah, same. And the cover?
Durable urethane cover for spin and greenside control.
Hmm. Exactly the same.
I don't know then.
Rebranding.
Yeah. I wonder why they have to go V2. Maybe they've got some different materials that made it with or something. I don't know.
I said they were 50 pence a dozen.
50 pence more a dozen, yeah. For 2 dozen.
Yeah.
It's fine. So Ian bought a nice new pair of shorts for golf. American Golf got a good sale on 40 quid down to 38 quid. Wow. Ian, steal there. Absolute steal. Yes, we played there when we went to Portugal a couple of years ago, Daz. We played at Salgados a number of times. But you will find, because there's quite a bit of water, there's the guy that comes in and picks all the balls out of the water, and you'll see him on the back of something like the 7th or the 8th green, selling bags of balls for like €10. Every ball that you've lost, he's reselling back to you. Ken says you don't need water for me to lose balls specifically. I've done all right actually. The last few times I went out, I've had the same ball.
I came up with 2 extra last time. In
fact, yeah, I came back with 1 extra.
Yeah.
Thinking about it. Good evening, Mark. Happy New Year to you too. He said he's had a go with them.
What with the new ones?
Is this the new ones, Mark? Because these are the V2s. We have used the normal Kirklands for a while, on and off. But they were in Costco yesterday, so we thought we'll pick some up and see what the difference is. Probably absolutely none. But for like 25 quid for 24 balls, you can't go wrong really, can you? You don't mind losing a few for that. So yeah, happy days. You've not been golfing for a while, Colson's on. He's on quiet. He's on mute.
I know. It's Molly shouting, so he's picking everything up.
So just saying, have you not been out for a while then? Golfing?
Last Sunday was the last time.
How was it?
No, so Monday. Monday is a bank. Yeah, Monday is a bank holiday, wasn't it? Monday. But there was only 9 holes open.
All right. Yeah, as I've been saying.
Ours have been pretty much like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hola, David. How are you doing?
I think this is one of the first times it's been closed.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, but we've had really, really bad rain there for the last 3-4 days.
Really?
We've not been so bad, have we, really?
No. It's not been heavy rain, it's just been a bit continuous, isn't it? More than anything.
Yeah.
You know, it's just relentless.
Yeah.
So David says, holla at everyone on Paul Neal and Colson's fish. Nice.
Hola, David.
I'm going to get your fish to say hello.
Alexa, fish tank light on.
Oh, wow. You didn't just do that. How posh are you?
No, they're not saying hello. Oh, he's up there.
So Ken thinks of me to be a different factory. And I am looking forward to the People's Ryder Cup.
Really?
Can't wait. 2 weeks at work and then work away out.
Yes, 2 weeks at work. So,
and remember, Ian, next Wednesday is D-Day.
yes, it is D-Day, isn't it? Yeah. Says, good evening, Steve. How are you doing? Just put them back now.
What's that?
So Mark said he used the old ones, but they've got good reviews on YouTube. Maybe we should do a review. Try and do a review on the old Kirkland and the new Kirkland, the V2.
Dig to bottom bag and get some.
See what the difference is. See if it feels different.
Ian's not played since Caris Green.
Really, Ian? That's ages ago. That's like middle of February, middle of October. So David goes back to school on Monday.
Have you said hello to Steve speak?
I have said hello to Steve
I'm just
speak, yeah.
checking.
Hey, Mr. Jackson's on. Colston, you just turned Jacko's Alexa on.
You say, is Alexa say, what fish tank?
Oh, I love all this with technology. It's great. You've not done that for a while, have you?
No, I'm
The
not doing
Google.
it anymore. No.
No. It's not been mean. So, Mr. Jackson, are you looking forward to Portugal? 2 weeks. Don't forget your ball marker. Your special ball marker that I've got for you. For anyone that's not seen it, you know, you can get like ball stamps so that you know which ball is yours. You can get like I've got a crown and some lips on mine. You've got a lion and a star, haven't you? Or something.
I've got a star now, yeah.
I found one for Paul.
It's not a ball marker, it's a ball stamp.
A ball stamp.
Yeah.
You know, he does fingers. I found him a ball stamp that's that. Like,
Balls are right up with that, yeah.
yeah. Good evening, Webbo. How you doing? He hasn't played since Portugal. He means November Portugal.
I know, yeah, he's just rubbing
He's
it
just
in.
dropping it in. Yeah, thanks, Webbo. Fingers. There he is.
When we had it round at Thornhill, we were really impressed with
Yeah,
it.
we were on about
Yeah.
sort of the
Yeah.
weekend down at Colts as well. How's Mr. Dougal?
He's okay. I was supposed to be playing with him tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, doing all right.
How's Mrs. Dougal?
Yeah, she's doing okay.
You coping better with second lot?
Yeah, I think she's got to go in the next week or so. I think she's got to go every day for a month, is it? To have
Oh, really?
radium, is it? I don't know what it is. It's all I get confused.
Yeah.
I
Bloody
suppose
hell.
every day. But yeah, I think she's doing okay. I think the other lot, the first lot she had, she was quite sick with.
Yeah, she said.
She wasn't too bad.
Yeah, she said. I think the last time I messaged her, she just started her second lot, and she said that she was really struggling with the first half of it. And now she's started second half. She said it doesn't seem quite as bad.
No,
So,
I think
but whether it's because you get used to it, yeah,
yeah,
you sort of know what to expect, don't you?
yeah.
Where are we? So Ian's a single figure handicap, so he'll be okay. David's jealous. He's envious because we're going to Portugal. We'll wave across the border at you, David. Webbo says, "Hey Lisa, good to see you looking well." Oh yeah, Dad's has already answered that. That's fine. Yeah, I forgot that Ian's vice captain, isn't he? Ian's your one of Vice's.
Is it?
Yeah,
All right.
it's Ian and Kerry Pardo.
Pardo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice
I
dancing
thought
today.
he's fine for whiskey.
Oh, you're funny. Funny. Jacko, what do you mean nice dancing today, Ian?
Not seeing him on Twitter.
No?
Oh, I'm going to go on Twitter now. You carry on
Yeah.
talking and I'll find
Have you
it.
been dancing?
Uh-huh.
We've started back dancing, haven't we?
Well, oh, he caused a divorce this week. Oh, man. Oh, you've never seen either of us in such a bad mood. We didn't talk to each other for 2 hours.
It was more like about 6 hours.
6 hours, yeah.
Bless.
When we were practicing.
So on Tuesday, because we've not been at dance class for quite a while, for about 5 months, 6 months, we thought we can't go straight back to the class because we don't know what we've missed. So we said we'll go on a few private lessons, get up to speed, and then go back to class. Oh, hang on.
Start again. I might need music.
Nice shimmy there, Ian. Sit down. Sit down. What dance are you doing there, Ian? Seriously.
It's something.
I mean, cracking dancing, Ian. Awesome. So we went back to the dance one-to-one with Scott, the tutor, and he says, right, what I'll do is I'll teach you the dance that we're doing at the minute in class, so you can slot back into the class, and then if you keep coming back every couple of weeks for a private lesson, we'll learn a few dances that we've missed. So we've missed the rumba and the samba, and we're doing the jive. So we started learning the jive in this one-to-one. You're fine. It went down absolutely no problem. Well, bit of a struggling class, but we got there anyway. So he's filmed us. Neil filmed me dancing with the
with
teacher.
the instructor, the teacher.
So that
And after they'd finished, the instructor went, pointed at Corin's face and went, and that's what smug looks like.
I did it all in
Right.
first sitting.
And I said, he says, now it's your turn. I said, just give me 5 minutes. I'll show you what disappointment looks like.
So we did this video, which you don't normally do, he says, but just video it, so at least you can go home and practice it. So we did. but we come to practice it on Thursday before the dance class on Thursday night. And there were one bit of it, literally about 5 steps into the dance, that we couldn't agree on. So we both had a hissy fit at each other. I'm not doing dance anymore, but let's say, rah, 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 rah. So I said, we didn't speak to each other for the rest of the day.
And can I just point out that I was saying, well, I'm only doing what he's doing.
But it wasn't.
I'm turning the way that he's turning.
Yeah, but the thing is, you might have been turning that way, but you're doing massive steps and he doesn't really move. He basically tiptoes. So we were both right, but in different ways.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we went back to the class on the night and we kind of got to grips with it. But we do need to practice it, don't we?
We do, yeah.
Because
But it does that out when you've got a cockapoo that nudges you in knee if we're holding hands.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So where are we? David says the teachers have a lot of holidays, but not when we want. Yeah, it's a bit crap, that, isn't it? Yes, we are doing some dancing, Daz. That's why we're kind of like trying to get to at least with a jive, so we can do some jiving. Cha-cha-cha will be able to pick back up, no problem, and salsa will be able to pick up, no problem. Maybe let's do a bit of a waltz.
It depends if Sean can sing anything. That's
I don't think it depends on background music,
Yeah.
but I reckon we'll be able to knock a jive out.
yeah.
I reckon. But I'll start to teach people some dance moves.
We bit of diva dog time.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
So Mark's talking to Mark about that, I think. Okay.
And Kent and Debbie's videos are
They are quite
enjoying
good, yeah. I mean, poor Kent's getting absolutely battered by Debbie, but rightly so. Poor
That's why,
Kent.
that's why they're good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So good on you, Debbie. Keep it up. So Paul said hopefully not going to be in the UK long enough for it to be viable. Is that to join a club?
To join
Okay.
a club, yeah.
Wee bit of diva dog time. I see. Dancing with diva dogs. All right, Ian, when we get to Portugal, we'll throw some moves on the dance floor. Me and you. Come on. Let's have it. Oh, well, we're talking about Colston. Where's the ice cream company?
Up at Mitchenhampton, where that
Oh.
market is. I think there's an ice cream company up by the golf course.
Right. So
Yeah,
golf, go for ice cream, yeah.
If I remember rightly, it's right on top of a hill, like the whole golf course. It's right on top of a hill, and you got cattle and everything else that's roaming around while you're playing.
That would be like Appleby with sheep, wouldn't it?
That's it.
Yeah. You literally stood on the tee box and the sheep sat next to you, like, move, I need to hit my ball. Look at you like, I was there first,
Yeah.
screw you.
When we played, because they've got like electric fences around the greens, haven't they, to keep them off. And when we played, if you remember, can you remember Mark Wright? It is Mark Wright, isn't it? That were here, Baz's mate with beard.
They weren't here for the golf day, were they?
Yeah.
Weren't it, was it Martin came down?
I thought it was, yeah.
When's the other one? Dave Graham.
That might have been.
I think it was Dave.
Mark,
Yeah, but Dave that came down.
Mark Wright, Baz's mate, he teed off, and it was going into the rough. It was either on the fairway and it bounced into the rough, but he smacked bang on a sheep. And ball bounced opposite way, but I think it was going into the rough and landed on fairway.
I know that up in Hampton, you got cars, you got a main road that goes through the course, you've got cows and all sorts. So yeah, it could be. I'd imagine it'd be quite challenging out there.
Imagine, absolutely. So Ken says that. So you got both. I don't know what is. Why did you drop yours on the softball? Maybe is that what Kent's that she's now got? I don't know.
It says she's pushing into corners.
Well, Ken, well, you know what you need to do, Ken? Up your game. Start playing.
Corey finished my set. I want.
Felicia said, I went for an ice cream for Sharon once and
Bought the ice cream shop.
bought the ice cream shop, exactly. You didn't, did you?
He's cool, isn't he?
I think he did buy the ice cream.
I think he bought the ice cream shop as well.
Yeah.
Thing is with Jacko now you've heard that many stories, nothing surprises you.
I reckon he bought her 99,
What, 99 ice cream factories?
probably.
Well, he went to buy a house and bought a street, so anything's possible.
No, he went for a bag of chips.
No, that's when he went to bought the chippy. He bought a whole street once, didn't he? And all.
No, that one on Tabletop Mountain in South
Oh,
Africa. He's put a smile, laughing faces, so I'm guessing it's true.
It's bought. I mean, seriously, Jacko, if you bought an ice cream shop, seriously, you haven't got a video, have you?
They're good onion ice cream.
I bought an ice cream van. Brilliant, Jacko. I mean, can you imagine Jacko driving around in van himself?
Quite an instant discovery.
Yeah, probably is. Mark says about 500 cattle roaming around that with lots of people as well as roads. No sand bunkers or water, my kind of course.
Yeah, not with the wind you get out there, and not with the cattle and the people and the cars. You have literally got a main road going by it. It's wide open.
Really?
Yeah, it's an eye opener. I've been past it loads of times, but I never played it.
Well, don't you?
I'd be frightened I'd kill somebody. Unbelievable.
Steve, what do you mean? How come they both pick on you? What, like me and Debbie? I'll tell you why we pick on him, because he deserves it. You're not trying your best at all. He's trying his best to get shots back. That's what he's trying to do. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, Kent. Deary me. Oh, so what's our plan tomorrow, Mr. Binks?
Doing my wardrobe, I think.
Cleaning your wardrobe out and your units,
Yes.
and so you can see the sheer glee in his voice, can't you?
Well, I don't think I'll bat it again, but you know.
Oh, you might do. You never know.
No, I can't see it. But
Do you reckon that all 18 holes will be open by next weekend?
I've got the AstroTurf to cut up, and
Yeah, that's true.
I tell you what, Neil, your putting's really good, isn't it?
it were all right. And I tell you what, our greens are shocking. They're as bumpy as anything.
Oh,
They were putting them for fun.
Yeah. The when we played last week, I did all right last week, didn't I?
That's what I remember.
Yeah,
We were
yeah.
filming.
No.
We're out again tomorrow. Try and see what we can pull out of the bag tomorrow, shall we?
Yes, we shall.
Well, what we're going to film tomorrow? Do another 3-hole match,
Yeah, if you want, yeah.
or should we take on my bunker?
Well,
Now,
then we can have,
The bunkers have all got sand in
it
now.
just depends how wet it is, Corey.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, they don't do that then. These people get bored of watching the same like 3-hole matches all the time, wouldn't they? We need to mix it up.
Someone was saying, I think on Golf Mates Forum the other day, that his videos have got shorter, like the 12 minutes and the just 3 holes and what have you. But to be totally honest, I think they're better when they're just like
Yeah, they're
15
easy
minutes.
to watch, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yeah, you and Debbie.
Not me and Debbie, what, we're going to kick your ass? Yeah, probably. And pick on you. Yeah, probably. I'm not quite sure where you're going with this, Ken.
We're good. Hopefully we'll play next week, can't we?
Yeah,
So,
10 o'clock tea time.
10 o'clock, so I'll dig the AstroTurf out, cut
Yeah.
that up.
Yep. Just leave your 8-iron in your bag, Kent. That's all you need to do, leave your 8-iron in the back.
We'll stick an 8-iron in Motor Car with my driver.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Oh, dear.
second Mickey, but we'd love to play like Ken, wouldn't we?
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
One day,
we'd love to be as poor as Ken at golf. Yeah.
you never know. Everyone starts somewhere. And with your
Yes.
handicap, what goes up must come down. So it's coming down this year.
Yeah.
My point.
Ken wants to go up.
Ken wants to go up, granted, but you're coming down this year.
Oh, I've got Pleasanton to do on this one in
April.
April.
Yeah.
With Jeff, who's not on, I noticed.
Oh yeah, Jeff's not on tonight. Is it worth
No.
it? How rude.
I'll be busy.
Yeah, probably. Probs. Oh, dearie me. So, yeah, so what's coming out tomorrow? 2 o'clock?
I think so, yeah. I think it is. I've checked. I should check. I'm going to check weather while I'm at it.
I'm looking
Oh,
forward.
go on.
I'm looking forward to Pleasanton.
It should be good, isn't it? It is
Yeah.
a nice course, actually. I mean, not that I've ever played it, because I'm not allowed at the minute.
You are allowed, Con, but we need to pick a ladies or a mixed open, don't we?
Yeah. But no, it is a nice course to walk around.
Hmm.
It's really nice. Yeah, picking on his shank iron. There's quite a few people now in the Winter
There
Pleasanton.
is, yeah. We've got 12, I think, haven't we?
Yeah.
I think.
Good for getting some footage again. Hey, Mr. Muir's in. Good evening, Mr. Muir. How are you doing? Where's your thing?
It's the video. It's it. Well, that one, isn't it? No, no, mate.
There you go.
Yeah, 2 o'clock coming.
Yeah, I know you said shank iron tent. I need to shout it. Shouty McShout. Don't take it out on me because you keep shanking your 8 iron. It's your fault. We had a lesson like this week, didn't we?
Yeah.
On Monday, was it?
Monday. Yeah.
Monday, back to the lessons. So what do you need to do in your lesson?
Well, take my shoulder back.
You need to bring the
Get
shoulder
my
back.
shoulder round.
And I need to keep rotating my hips. And then I need to sort of turn my shoulders and keep.
And the club lighter.
Yeah.
That's mine.
So you're a lighter club and shoulders. I'm
Yeah,
hips and
the tension from my hands travels up to my shoulders. It says so I've got to grip it lighter.
if you tense, you can't rotate
Yeah,
properly.
exactly.
So as I'm attacking the ball and coming round, I need to sort of bring everything round it. So I'm not kind of doing that. I need to kind of like attack the ball and hit onto the ball. And then maybe I can do like a couple of self checks. And when I've like finishing position, I just need to sort of bring the club out. And if the club face is straight, then I know it was all right. If the club face is open, it means my hands are too much like that. And I've got about 3 different things I'm working on now. And like so you sort of master one bit, and then you're like, oh, I didn't do that bit. So then you think, oh, I need to do that bit, and then you forget to do that bit. You're like, oh my god, do it all at the same time. I think it's just a case of doing the baby steps. If mastering one bit, so it becomes like second nature, and then doing the next bit, and then doing the next bit, and it'll come.
Yeah, but nothing will ruin your swing faster than trying to work on that while you're swinging.
Yeah.
Because you just cannot control it while you're swinging. So get it down before you go out on the course.
Yeah, I think we
Exactly.
do need to spend a bit more.
Because you will ruin your golf game trying to find it on the golf course, trying to make yourself do the things that you're learning in lessons. You'll
Exactly.
play horrible for months.
I think that's what your problem's been in the last 12 months. You've been trying to do lesson stuff on
Yeah.
the course because it's just been getting worse.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's been working.
gotta
It's just
practice.
not allowed to draw.
Practice at the practice facility and forget about it when you go out on the course. Because if you try and do it on the course, you can't do it.
We're about 15 minutes away from range, aren't we? And we
Yeah.
don't go up half enough as we should do.
Yeah, we need to
We
go.
should spend more time up there, really. I say
3
this
times a
time.
week. 3 times a week.
Yeah,
Wow, we definitely need to do that.
yeah.
3 times a week. So where is Pleasanton?
It's up near Blackburn. It's about
It's in Blackburn.
in Blackburn. It's about out just shy of 2 hours away.
2 hours away to Blackburn.
It's about an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Okay.
It's not too far. Not too far, but it is a nice course. Really nice course.
Sounds nice.
Yeah.
You go over a nice railway bridge. Then you play so many holes out the other side of the railway bridge, and then you come back over. It's very nice. Very quaint.
Rotating the hips is that golf for your dance lessons?
Well, we've not learned to rotate hips in the dance lessons yet.
It
That's next.
is quite interesting when he talks about dance because you're basically using the steps with no technique. So you count into 3, then you count into 4, and he says once you've got the steps, that's when they start going with the technique. Once you've got the technique, the steps become easier.
Yeah.
I sort of like get what he's saying, because you can be a bit more flamboyant with it, can't you? And I think the problem when people watch people dance, they look like they're doing big steps, but literally you're on the spot and it's tiny steps you're doing.
Yeah.
But when you've got the technique, they make it look like it's, don't they? You know what I mean? But what was interesting when we had a private lesson, it was saying, if he goes to a party and there's like a disco and it's disco dancing, he says this is a professional dancer that's been in world championships and all that. He says I can't do it. He says because everyone's just doing their own thing. He says and I need.
It feels awkward.
He says if you're up in. He said if I've got me stance and everything, and I know where to go, I'm fine. But he says I look like a total spanner at a disco. He says absolutely rubbish. He said you wouldn't know I were a dancer, but different types of dance, isn't it, I suppose.
Yeah. I say a lot of it is in the hips. And when they look really good when they're dancing, it's literally just because they're just pushing the hip back as they're doing something. It's something simple as that. But the teaches that later on.
Yeah, that comes later.
Watch this space. Yeah. Watch Neil and his spangly.
But like I say, although we do fall out and what have you, I really do enjoy going. But it's.
Wait till Neil gets his sparkly see-through black shirt on.
Yeah, I'll have to lose a few pounds first.
There's a sight for sore eyes.
I want a picture.
And if I can get into one of them, Lisa, then I'll be doing a calendar.
Wow.
If I ever look good in one of them.
I can airbrush you.
Yeah. I was good with computers.
Lee,
yeah.
get him to airbrush you a 6-pack on.
Yeah.
No.
You may get to reface you now.
Oh, dear. He's on it.
I'll tell you what, anybody now.
We've got Patrick Swayze.
No. I've just got a feeling I'll be dancing with Johannes.
Yes.
With who?
Was it John Wednesday? A guy called
John
dancing with
Johannes
on the last Strictly. Very good.
I don't know Strictly.
Oh, Neil watches it all the time. He records it as well when he misses it.
When Saturday Night Live, I've had to tape it.
So Paul said it's been 20 years since he rotated anything. Too much information, Paul.
What? Even the ice cream van, he must have rotated.
Oh, yeah, he must have done, yeah. I'm not even going to read what Ken put.
Mr. Whippet.
Ian went to the range today, very busy. He'll try again tomorrow. Darren says, great to see Lisa back. Healthy, looking great as always. See, you are looking glamorous tonight. Are you getting ready for the reface to come through from Colston?
I've got my phone here ready to go.
He's giggling, he's smiling. Look, he's got a perfect one.
Just looking for a perfect picture. Oh, that's a motor.
Just the earrings that are making me look glamorous.
Is it?
Yeah, because I have I've been golfing all morning. I've been cleaning mini blinds. I mean, no.
Maybe it's because we're not seeing you for a while.
But that's all right. I'll take any compliment I can get.
Especially after John.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh dear. Oh, what's Colson done? Oh, Steve's looking forward to the dance videos from Portugal. Absolutely, Steve.
Well, they probably look like this around the pool. It's coming through.
Oh, wow. Is it on group chat? Oh, God, it is on group chat. I've seen it. Are you all ready for this? So this is Neil, apparently. Right, let's get it right. So
What the heck?
If it's
That's
still
a
on,
good one. That's
if it's
good.
still on Mr. Sturman, I'll be at Primark looking for some of them tomorrow.
wow.
See if I can get a better one.
I mean, to be fair, I thought that was just gonna be a Spanglish shirt. That was a whole different.
The Melbourne office are in.
Kent's seen it. Please no. Good morning, Tina. How are you doing?
Oh, them Australians have been nasty today, Colin.
Why?
Or yesterday in their thing. They've been playing cricket, right?
Yeah.
Now, an England bowler bowled 2 out in a row.
Mhm.
His next one would have been a hat trick
Yeah.
in an Ashes match. An Australian captain declared, so he couldn't take it the ball.
No way.
Yeah. So that were Costa
Wow.
nearly threw up at that.
Neil apparently is Rip Darren. No, I'm not quite sure. That's real,
I
but
might go and change them t-shirts, Colin, because I don't think they'll be big enough for my chest.
apparently not. No. Well, good luck. All I can say.
And so
Oh, Colson's up to something else now. Look, you can see him.
Tina's getting ready to go golfing, Colin.
Oh, excellent.
I bet it's
Excellent,
not. I bet it's
Tina.
not cold there.
I bet it's not bleeding cold there either. Are you still house sitting, Tina, or are you back home now? Oh God, what's Colson sending now? It's going to be a good one, isn't it?
This is Neil when he gets a birdie. 2 seconds.
Are we ready, guys?
Oh, there.
We got a hair colour back, right?
Actually, it's closer to me dancing as well.
Let's get this there. There we go. Oh dear.
That's a good one.
I'm waiting for the Spanglish shirt.
I'm just trying to find one.
So, no, she's back home and tennis is up the shit. So I think
Oh yeah, it's all gone up at tennis, isn't it? With what's his face?
keeping him a prisoner.
What's his name again? Djokovic.
Djokovic,
Novak
yeah.
Djokovic when he's held hostage in a hotel.
No, it's because he can go
Oh,
home.
poor boy.
Exactly.
He
Exactly.
can go home if he wants.
Because he refused the vaccine, but he's been exempt. Whatever.
But he had COVID in December, and that's why he can't take the vaccine yet.
Yeah, but he's an anti-vaxxer, isn't he? He's had the opportunity to take the vaccine before.
And because he had COVID in December, he still can't take it.
Yeah, but he didn't take it anyway. So,
He should have thought about that 6 months ago and started rolling it out.
and the weather is looking good for Portugal.
Bless him. Only 24 today, grey and gloomy. Oh,
Oh yeah,
oh, poor Tina.
yeah.
We've got Lisa's got cold weather. We've got cold weather. I'll take 24 any day of the week. We were saying actually, even if it's about 16 degrees in Portugal, I'll be quite happy with that.
What's it? It's nowhere near that. What's it? What's it?
Sebi, stop it now.
Has he dropped something down there?
Come on then, there you go. So look, Portugal. It's Algarve, isn't it?
I'll be filming too. I've got it here.
Algarve.
Move on.
We've touched on her, Tina. It's really,
Oh,
it's
Tina.
really weird because like I say, when we have watched it on news, it was the Tennis Australia that said, "Oh yeah, you can have a medical exemption."
Yeah.
But it's the government that's overruled it and said, "Well, no, you can't." It's so.
Yeah. It's crackers. Absolutely crackers. So they melted the other day, 39 degrees.
Did Lisa say it was 39 degrees there? Well, that was equivalent to
That's
freezing.
Fahrenheit, yeah.
Fahrenheit.
34 Fahrenheit, yeah. Yeah. I mean, 39 is a bit excessive, I must admit.
We hit one pitch shot onto the green and you could hear it. It was frozen.
Really?
The green was frozen.
Jeez. Usually things when it's like that, you don't get a lot of roll either because it just holds up on all the crunching blades of grass. Exactly, Ken. No sympathy at all.
Do you know what Australians have had? They've had it hard, haven't they? They've had it. They've really been keen. Their government and strong with the lockdowns and all that. So.
Yeah.
Oh, are you ready, guys?
That's both of you.
It's both of us, is it?
Yeah.
They don't look much like me, thankfully.
Oh, it does. When you see it face on.
It is going, yeah.
Is
I'll
it?
tell you what, we're better than we thought.
No, we are better than we thought, aren't we? It's a very nice Spanglish shirt you got there, Neil.
Yeah.
Look, I'm managing to spin without throwing up.
I'll tell you what, them chicken fillets were holding in well as well.
We
weren't
were holding in well, weren't we? Yeah. Another good reason to have nothing there, Jesus.
they? Coffee. I don't know.
All
Hot
right.
more tomorrow.
No, well, I'm fine. I'm fine. So who's doing what? It's gone quiet in the chat. What's everyone up to in the chat then? What's your weekend holding for you? Oh dear, Tina says they've got numbers in 30,000 and no one gives a. Oh dear.
We have more.
So is it because they're quite strict over there, Tina? Are they going to potentially put you back into lockdown again then, or they're just kind of like past caring now? What are you doing? Yeah. I can hear you stuffing your face.
I have a couple of triplets.
A couple of twiglets. Oh. Kent wouldn't have let him off the plane.
Is that just locally 30,000?
I don't know. Waiting for Tina to respond.
Because we have that daily, don't we? But
This
it
is-
seems to be.
Mrs. Ray and Diva time. I hope to get to the beach tomorrow. We've never took ours to the beach yet, have we? I'm not quite sure I'd want to let them off even if we did. I don't think they'd come back ours, and I don't want to be.
Honestly, got some cheese in your pocket.
Oh yeah.
Say no to no more lockdowns, but who knows?
So Steve golfing tomorrow. They just stated it's pairs comp. Oh. Not happy. Oh dear, Steve. Webbo's work. Calderdale's on 1,500 per 100,000. That's a lot. All right. I suppose every time they lock it down, it's affected businesses and all sorts, isn't it? So they want to try and sort of stop that from getting out of control. What's it like in America at the minute, Lisa? Is the vaccine program sort of starting to get rolled out a lot more, or are they sort of, is it still local lockdowns, or
locally in Victoria.
There, here.
yeah?
Well, no comment.
Oh, that good.
The same. We seem like
No, I mean, they're trying to do the mandates, but it's going into the Supreme Court. They're forcing medical personnel to get the vaccine or firing them. The problem is we don't have a whole lot of medical personnel when you need them the most. So
Yeah.
you're firing the people who are willing to go in when we didn't have a vaccine and take care of everybody. And now all of a sudden they're not good enough to do that. The people who are getting the Omicron are the vaccinated people.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if you're vaccinated or not.
No.
They're the ones who are getting it. So, I mean, no comment. No comment.
They're trying to do it over here at some point.
I
They
have
say-
been vaccinated. I believe in the vaccinations, but I also understand why people do not want to be forced to do it. They have all kinds of reasons. They're not all flimsy reasons. Some of them are very legitimate, and I would never want a government to step in and force people to do something
Yeah.
when they themselves can't control it anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in year two,
Yeah.
and we are still in the same place that we were. Our hospital is slammed. Our staff is tired,
Really.
and they're forcing these mandates, but it doesn't make a damn bit of difference. So
we're in a bit of a. We're building these what they call Nightingale hospitals now, aren't we? Again, where people can go. Well, they've made extra space, and a doctor made a very fair point, I think, today on today's news, and said, "We've not got enough staff while people are off to maintain the hospitals that we've got. So giving extra beds doesn't really help.
No.
Put another 100 beds there. We've still got the same amount of doctors, nurses, and staff."
well,
So-
I did see that they're letting the student nurses come in. As a matter of fact, I tweeted about it because they're letting your student nurses come in and start working. So that, they can at least lend a helping hand to the people who need it. So that's one good thing, but pretty soon we're just gonna have people off the streets helping you.
Yeah.
But you don't take your healthcare providers and fire them because of a vaccine.
No.
And that's not who's giving the people the COVID.
No. Exactly.
But,
I mean,
you know-
when I was in hospital, there was one guy there. I think he came into nursing later because it was fairly mature, and he'd listed all the jobs that he'd done. But as he were treating me with COVID and everybody else in the ward had COVID, he says, "I'm still not sure about these vaccines. I don't know whether to get it or not." And I mean, this guy must have been mid-40s.
Mhm.
But even a nurse, and he weren't sure whether he wanted to have it. So, but I was glad he was there.
well, did you have your vaccines?
Yeah.
I got COVID, or the day I got my booster. So that was my third vaccine.
Yeah.
And that's
Right,
when
but
I.
you were what they would consider fully vaccinated because you had your 2 vaccines, and then you were just getting your booster.
I had my booster in October.
So
I
did I,
was
but
vaccinated.
it's no good anymore. You'll still get COVID. So
Yeah. I'm going for another one on Monday.
you won't get as sick. We're not seeing as many patients on ventilators,
Yeah.
thank God. But it is still going around, and our numbers are just astronomical.
But
Yeah.
the Nightingale hospitals in the UK, they weren't used because they didn't have like toilets and stuff like that. So it's all going to be used for people that was on ventilators, that was in induced comas and stuff like that. So if there's less people going to hospital in induced comas, so on and so forth, how are the Nightingale hospitals going to work?
I think
Because people can't work in there and be there in hospital in the Nightingale because of the facilities.
again, I watched something this morning, Colston, where like the hospitals are overrun or they're getting overrun. What one of the problems is, and they were talking to a matron that basically dealt with, like the elderly that were in hospitals that needed to go back to care homes.
Yeah.
And there were quite a number of older people that couldn't be sent back to care homes because the care homes were having a problem with COVID. So they couldn't send them to somewhere with COVID. So they've got to keep them in a hospital bed, even though the best place for them were away from hospital. They didn't need the hospital care, but they had to keep them there because there's nowhere to send them. So it's all messed up, isn't it?
But the thing is, it don't cost much to. I imagine they, like the NHS, will get a good deal for portable toilets and stuff like that, because you can get the plush toilets with the shower blocks and all that built into them, and you get some really nice ones. So why they can't put those in with the Nightingale hospitals, and basically anybody that's got COVID goes there, and then the hospitals continue to do what they're
supposed to be doing. Yeah. I'm going to let the dogs in.
I know they've got lack of staff and stuff like that, but they've got to do something.
Madness, isn't it? Absolute madness. Well, Tina's gone, so if you are still there, Tina, have a good game of golf. I'll catch you next week, or week after next, actually. And Ian says, hello. Hi, Ian. Fingers crossed for Portugal, absolutely. And he said same there, that they're losing control. It's just madness, absolute madness. But yeah, they say that the Italy and France have both said the same thing of they're mandating the vaccines.
Well, I want to be clear. We're not losing control in the United States. We're not losing control. There are certain states that are struggling with it, and there are certain states that are doing well with it. But they have focused so much on the vaccine and not enough on the therapeutics. Meaning we have drugs that will help, and if we get patients the drugs early, we can help them. But we're so focused on making sure everybody gets vaccinated, which obviously is not working the way in which they anticipated. So let's start getting antibody treatment. Let's start getting, some of these drugs that the patients can take, and they're not as sick if they do that. That's what we need to be focusing on. But
start vaccinating the third world where it mutates. Vaccinate the world.
Well, that's just it. I mean, and we're listen. There's another variant coming. There is another variant coming. I don't know what it's going to be or how severe, but it has already been documented, and it's going to be here.
Yeah,
so
it's going to keep on mutating, isn't it? It's always going to keep on mutating and mutating.
It's a virus. That's what it does.
Exactly.
Yes, it'll just keep on. So, I mean, I understand the vaccines. I think it's wonderful that we were able to develop them, and I think it's great that we can give them out. But mandating people to take them when they're not 100% working is kind of not productive. We need to focus on how do we treat patients when they have it. Save lives. That's what we do. I mean, this is government mandates are like not the best thing. Let the medical people do the medical shit. That's what we're trained to do.
Exactly.
All over the world. So let the medical people deal with this and get the politicians out.
So Lisa, in your expert opinion, if they vaccinated the whole world and give everybody a vaccine, is there less chance of mutation?
Yes.
Looks like a protein kind of deal.
But now you got to keep in mind, all of a sudden, COVID is now in all of our deer population. So what it's going to do there and how it's going to mutate, it's got another host. We don't know how that's going to come across. The vaccines may not even work against that. But we'll have to see how it incubates inside the deer to see what happens. It's already in, I don't know, there's a couple different animals that they've located it in.
Oh dear.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's a virus. It's like the flu. We can manage it. We are not going to eradicate it.
Exactly.
I think cats can carry it as well, can't they? And dogs.
I don't know. I know that the deer have it. I know there's something else that does, but I mean, they say it originated in bats. So if that's the case, we don't know.
The world's its oyster.
Well, that's the thing. That's the information we need to know. We need to know, how did this start and what can we do to prevent it? But if you only get partial data and you've got hospitals all over the world, I'm not just saying in the US, but all over the world, we don't know who's doing the data. We hope it's correct. We hope it's accurate. But you have so many that said, oh, this patient's here for COVID, but they were actually in a car accident. Yeah, you're treating them for COVID, but that's not what they came in for in the hospital. They're not sick enough to be in the hospital for COVID, but yet that goes in as a COVID number. And it's like, we really need accurate numbers. And I mean, it's misinformation that, you know, we have over 100,000 children on ventilators. That is absolutely not true. So,
like our death
The
figures.
thing is, it's like our figures, it's anybody that died that had COVID within the last 28 days.
Yeah.
They could have been knocked over by a bus.
right.
When I was in hospital, I was in a 4-bed ward. I was the only one that was admitted with COVID.
Wait, whoa, wait. You were in a ward of 4 beds
Yes.
and you
I
were
was
the only
the-
one that,
I was the only one that was admitted with COVID. Everybody else had issues. And then they found out they got COVID. They weren't admitted with it.
oh, okay.
They weren't treating them for COVID.
But they all had COVID.
They
You
all
weren't-
had COVID. So
Okay,
the 25% of that ward was admitted with COVID. The rest, one guy had a collapsed lung. Another guy had a fall at home. Another guy
Yeah.
with a brother that got beat up. But it was. But I was the only one that actually went to A&E with COVID.
Yeah.
Everybody else failed the swab.
A chap, a chap in work. He got a friend of a friend. Basically, his partner died in hospital. She was in hospital for her last week of her life because of cancer. And when she died, about a week before she died, she caught COVID.
Yeah. So she would.
And on the death certificate, they put COVID down, and they're now taking it further to say it wasn't COVID that killed her; it was cancer. She was terminally ill. She was given a month to live. She was in a hospice for the last week of her life, and she caught COVID. But COVID didn't kill her; it was cancer.
Yeah.
Again, one of the guys that were in that room, I'm sure he had cancer, and that's what killed him. But it certainly weren't COVID.
No.
Yeah,
Well-
the actual deaths are all fabricated.
COVID is still killing people.
Yeah,
I mean, there are
yeah.
still people that are dying from COVID. So, but some of them are vaccinated people,
Yeah.
fully vaccinated with boosters. So I'm not, yeah. I mean, especially our elderly and people with underlying conditions. We are still seeing some of them, they're vaccinated, they get COVID, they go into the respiratory distress, they have the lung issue, and we're still having some fatalities.
Oh. Crazy, isn't it?
That's the reason people are like, well, why should I be forced to get a vaccine if people are still, but that being said, the majority of people who are vaccinated have a much less serious case of COVID than those that are unvaccinated. Our hospitals are full of unvaccinated patients.
That's what I think about him. Even though he's fully vaccinated and he went into hospital with the pneumonia, you just think, well, if he'd not have had the vaccine, would he still be here? Would he have been a lot worse? Do you know what I mean? It's that trade-off. You think, I don't want to think about it, but
I'm going to tell you right now, he would not have made it.
exactly.
He would not have made it if he wasn't vaccinated.
So it
would have been much worse, and his chance of surviving was very, very slim.
exactly. So
Did they have Neil on a respirator, or did you never
No.
need that?
just
I
oxygen.
never
Okay.
I had the face mask on, and then the two
Yeah.
nostrils.
Yeah, so
So once we're on the respirators for a period of time that we struggle. We just, and COVID pneumonia is a killer. It just is.
There you go.
So you're lucky you survived, Neil, and we're glad you're here.
Thank you very much.
And everybody needs to get vaccinated.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. So
Well,
they do an
I
RBL.
certainly recommend it.
Yeah.
You know, But I know I'll go back to work and there's one or two of our lads that work there that, oh, I'm not getting vaccinated, and I just think, well,
but you know, there's people that we say don't smoke and they smoke. We tell people, you know, don't drink too much and they drink too much. And we tell people don't jump out of airplanes or ride your motorcycle. They do it anyway. So, I mean, we can't stop foolishness.
no.
And we don't have the right to force people unless you want them to start forcing you to diet and forcing you into healthy habits and the government cracking down to force you to do it. It's a very slippery slope to start saying we're going to force people to take medicine. Because that is just, it starts with something with good intention, but unless you want them to start coming in and telling you what kind of food you can eat and when, be careful.
It's just the silly reasons that people won't do. It's like, I'm not taking it because they're injecting microchips into you.
Those are all conspiracy theories, and those are stupid. Those are stupid. There are a lot of women who are still of childbearing years, and I can understand why they'd be nervous. There's pregnant women who are in their final trimesters, and I can understand why they would think, I'm not sure about this. There's parents who don't want to give it to their children because of the possibility of the myocarditis. And it's like, would you want your kid to end up being a cardiac cripple for life because you allowed them to vaccinate them? I wouldn't. So until there's more, I understand people's reserve. But I think we need to encourage them. We need to educate them. We need to allow them to make that choice, and hopefully they'll make the right one. But we can't browbeat them into submission. It's just not the way we do things. And it should never be the way we do things.
The thing is with pregnant women, when the vaccine first came out, it were like, well, we're not going to give it to pregnant women because we're not quite sure how it will react. So you can sort of understand how a pregnant woman would think, well, hang on, they said they weren't sure.
Right.
How it were going to affect me, so I'm not going to have it. I get that.
Yeah.
But then we had pregnant women who were dying from COVID, and it's like, well, your chance of dying from COVID is greater than whatever risk you take taking the vaccine. And it's like, well, if you're a pregnant woman, which one do you choose?
Yeah.
Do you want the government to force you to choose one, or do you want the right to choose one for yourself based on what your medical physician feels is best?
Yeah.
That's the problem. We got physicians who.
Go
ahead.
So the thing is, with all vaccines, there's every single vaccine and every single drug carries a risk. There's no drug or vaccine that's 100% risk-free. So everything carries a risk. It's just how much of a risk you.
But they're studied by the FDA for a long period of time.
Yeah. They always still
but if they're studied by the FDA, it almost takes 10 years to get a new drug passed in the United States.
Yeah.
The pharmaceutical companies will not get an okay from the Food and Drug Administration to start marketing that drug until about 10 years of evaluations. Follow the patients, giving them, placebos, who's got what are the side effects, how many patients get it. This was very, very quick because it was an emergency. So it's like we understand it, but we do not know what happens 5 years, 10 years down the line. We just don't.
No.
So
That's the thing, isn't it? I think because we're used to taking drugs so long to be developed, that's where a lot of the worry about side effects and everything comes from, because it was that quick.
Right. And we make drugs. We have drugs that are in experimental phases that could possibly save patients that are terminally ill with cancer. So, they're dying anyways. They are terminal. They are not going to make it. But yet the Food and Drug Administration will not say, well, we'll go ahead and let you take this drug because there is a chance it might work, because they haven't gone completely through the process. So we deny patients medications that could potentially prolong their life because it's not approved, but yet we're turning around and forcing people to take something that we really don't know 100%. Now, from all we do know, it is safe, but I can say that I took all vaccines, but I don't feel comfortable forcing somebody to take it.
No.
I just don't.
Just quickly, Robbie's on.
Oh, Robbie.
Is that out eating? I sure don't want to drink.
Yeah, I'll have my coffee. Robbie's at a Mexican restaurant. Ooh, Robbie.
You can't pronounce it.
No. Is it Cebola's? I don't know. Is it a Mexican restaurant anyway? Oh dear. But even Darren said since his mum caught it in hospital and passed away, he's been watching everything COVID related. And he said there's a lot we haven't been told, certainly over here. But for me, I just think, well, it's all personal choice to a degree at the end of the day. And if I feel comfortable taking it, I want to take it to give myself the best chance. So I'm going to do it. But by the same token, I'm not gonna like, you know, like the anti-vaxxers are like proper banging on your door. Don't take it. It's opinion. They're trying to force their opinion. I don't try and force my opinion on them to say, oh, you must take it because of this. So they shouldn't go the other way. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
it's very.
And I'll tell you what bothers me, and I have never had an anti-vaxxer come and tell me what I have to do. Usually they're just worried about themselves. And it's like, and if they choose to be anti-vaxxers, they're running that risk. That's a choice they're taking. But we were told, as long as you did the right things, get vaccinated, wear a mask, you're safe. We're not.
No.
So and everybody wants to blame the anti-vaxxers, but yet every single one of us, excluding myself, they all went out and celebrated on New Year's and Christmas and got together and we spread it like wildfire. And now you've got those results. And it's like, if you're not willing to do what the other guidelines are as well, then screw you.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you're the ones who are bringing it upon yourself. And I hate to say that, but it's true. They told everybody to limit who they saw on Christmas and who they got together with on New Year's. And everybody was like, yeah, well, everybody but me, I can get together. And boom, it just exploded. And it's like, so don't blame the anti-vaxxers for that. That is the people who thought they were more important than everybody else. And now I have to wear a double mask everywhere that I go. And I've been stuck in the house for 3 weeks. And it's like, because I don't trust anybody. I can go to the golf course because it's outdoors, but I don't go in the clubhouse. I don't talk to anybody. I stay completely away. And I go to the grocery store at 7 o'clock in the morning so that nobody's in there.
Exactly.
So, you know, yeah.
All these people just stop licking each other's faces. Just stop it.
There's double standards and it's easy to blame all the anti-vaxxers for the reason why COVID is still spreading. But yet all of us vaccinated people don't follow the guidelines either. We somehow think we're above that and we shouldn't have to wear a mask and we shouldn't have to worry about where we go. And so
crazy, isn't it? Really crazy.
I just hope it gets over with quickly. I think people are getting really tired of this. It's
exactly.
really,
I mean,
you know,
like
the mental health of the majority of people is really suffering and our children are suffering. And meanwhile, we just keep going round and round with this. It's like, it's crazy.
Exactly.
You know,
It's like,
10 years from now, where our children are going to be missing 2 years worth of education
yeah, exactly.
and socialization.
Yeah.
You know, we've got young girls that are killing themselves at a record number. And it's like, but meanwhile, let's lock down the schools because the teachers are afraid. And it's just nuts.
Yeah.
So
it's panic.
What's my soapbox now?
That's a very interesting soapbox, though.
Lisa for Presidente.
You up for me?
Lisa for El Presidente.
Yeah, get Lisa for president.
I could probably do a better job at this point.
Exactly.
The trouble is with COVID as well. Don't you think politically they're using it to mask other things as well?
Absolutely.
No,
Absolutely. You know, I mean, they went ahead and they had their big celebration in Times Square in New York. Why? Because it brings in revenue and money to the city.
Yeah.
Okay. So money is more important than the lives of your citizens because you just got done saying that people shouldn't get together. But, well, you know, we spend all this money. So, you know, that's what I mean. It's like so wishy-washy and it's not, this is what we have to do. You've got, well, instead of quarantine for 10 days, 5 days would be enough because we don't have enough workers. So if people, like we didn't have enough pilots. So it's like, well, okay, no 10 days. We'll just do 5 days. Did the science change? No, their need changed. So
yeah,
that's why. It's
did
like,
Macy,
just be honest.
I was going to say,
What's that?
Did Macy's have their parade this year?
Yes.
Because when we went to New York quite a few years ago, We saw Macy's parade, didn't we? But basically, we saw it through a street. It was through a side street, so you watched it coming through, and literally, and I'm guessing it a bit same. You couldn't move. You were like that. You were in the same position for about 2 hours. You couldn't move forward, backwards, sideways. So that's outside, but that many people
And that close together.
isn't it?
Right. That's what I'm talking about. It's like, you know, they pick and choose what is going to be criticized. And the news is real good at just giving you one side, the side they want you to hear.
Yeah.
But there's so much other that is like the actual facts. I mean, we have very good cardiologists, pediatric cardiologists that have talked about the myocarditis that some of these children are getting because of the vaccine.
Yeah.
And they lose their job. The hospital fires them or silences them because it's misinformation. It's like, it's not misinformation. It's just different information.
It's just not.
And we need to hear it all so we can make an informed decision. But they don't want you to hear that. So they get silenced on Twitter. They get silenced when they talk to the media because they don't want the other opinions to get out there. And it's like, well, most of us are educated enough. We'd like to hear both sides and then we'll decide. We don't want you shoving it down our throat and saying, oh, well, anything that doesn't agree with us is misinformation.
Yeah.
And I especially don't want to see qualified physicians losing their positions because of this kind of political nonsense.
They're the professionals, aren't they? So
Yeah.
you need to listen. You need to listen to them. It's just,
And the only way that science actually works is to have two hypotheses. You can't just say, well, this is our science, and you've got to listen to the science. Science needs an opposition, so you can say, okay, well, let's look at the data and come up with a conclusion. You're always going to have different sides to a scientific equation. But if you don't want the other side to ever say anything, you're not getting the full science. You're only getting somebody's opinion.
Yeah, you need both. You need both arguments, don't you? You know, from both sides.
Same with climate change. It's the same with climate change. If you shut up every single scientist that doesn't believe in the same hypothesis that this climate change people do, that's all you hear is the one side. But you've got a whole bunch of scientists on the other side saying, look, climate has been changing from the beginning of time. Just look at, you know, the history of the planet. We have gone through cold, we've gone through heat. This is nothing new. They silence them. You're not allowed to listen to them. Well,
it's evolution, isn't it? If you didn't have climate change and you didn't have this and other, we'd still have the dinosaurs, wouldn't we? You know, it's things do evolve.
well, I mean, we know we went through an ice age, and we know that we went through a period of time where things burned on the earth. It was scorching hot. We can look at different landscapes and we can see, oh my gosh, this used to all be underwater and now it's not. But then there's other places where it's like, well, this used to be hills and valleys, but now it's underwater. So the earth has been changing since the beginning of time. I think we're ignorant and arrogant if we think we somehow are doing it.
Yeah.
We don't have control of that. And if there's science for it, fine, but I want to hear both sides. I don't just want to hear their side. I want to hear both sides.
So Ian says hockey and basketball in Canada are still played with no crowds. In US and UK, big crowds. Jacko's going off to watch Crossroads and he's cheering up. And Darren says CNN is sponsored by Pfizer. Yeah, I'll just try it, see what it is.
I was eating ice cream now.
What kind?
It is
It's Ben and Jerry's.
Ben and Jerry's.
No. Don't ever buy Ben and Jerry's.
Why?
They're political. Throw that away.
It's nice.
What is it? What is it? The vegan one?
It's the vegan one.
It's the vegan one, so we're hoping.
Well, that's even worse.
It's peanut butter with sweet and salty pretzel swirls and brownie pieces.
Peanut butter? That's worse again.
That sounds horrific.
Really nice.
It's boycotted in the US. Nobody should eat Ben and Jerry's.
Really?
Right, well, I'll put my spoon down.
Well, that's fine. You put your spoon out. I'll eat it all.
I told you subscribers from America not leaving you.
Oh dear.
Coca-Cola is the other one. No Coke products.
We have
No Nike.
if we have a,
Oops.
if you have a brand, we have Pepsi normally, Pepsi Max. Was he no Nike?
And no Nike.
Really?
They back China. Don't buy Nike. Take all your Nike golf balls and throw them out.
I don't have golf balls. I've got Nike Air
Get
Max
them into
shoes.
the ponds. Get them into the ponds.
Take them for the little man in Portugal. He can have them.
I'm just kidding.
We have a coffee outlet out here called Costa Coffee, and I found out they're owned by Coca-Cola.
Mm.
And they've brought that used to have Alpro
Alternative milk.
alternative milks, you know, like soya, oat, and almond, etc. And the Coca-Cola have now got their own brand of milk,
Different milk.
different milk substitutes.
Had a Costa earlier on. It was lovely.
Yeah. We do well. What did you have?
So it's a basic white Americano.
Oh, really? We have
Yeah.
the latte plus, caramel latte plus
With additional zinc.
with additional zinc and vitamin B12 or something. Very nice. Ian says, but it's really good, Lisa.
I thought Ben & Jerry's were massive in America.
They probably are, but
They are. They are, but they're too political. So people said, fine, take your ice cream and take a hike.
wow.
Jacko's comment.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Come buy a plane ticket then, Jacko.
And have a lovely fringe.
Tell Jacko to toe the line.
Oh dear, that's funny. Oh.
Now we just have corporations here who are too much on the political spectrum, and they need to stop being political and just be corporations.
That's making
Once
food.
they do that, they start buying their products again. But until then, it's like you can't, and I don't care what side you're on, you cannot take half of the country and call those people less thans because you've got a political view. And it's like they buy your product. So we'll fix your word wagon. We just won't buy your products. So, you know, I mean, 79 million Americans don't want to buy Nike. So,
Really?
yeah, it's hurt their bottom line.
Wow.
Well, that's what you get.
Fair enough.
You know, there's plenty of other manufacturers out there. Nike isn't the only one. And we just kind of told them, fine, then we just won't buy your products. So,
Oh, it's in what Ken's put.
I don't have a Volvo, and I wouldn't.
The exact reason.
Volvo there.
I don't have an electric car either.
Oh dear.
You know, we had that. Did you guys see where we had snow in Virginia and the people got stuck on the highway for like 24 hours? Now, keep in mind, they were in cars without bathrooms, most of them without food. Some of them maybe had some water or some snacks. They always tell you in America you should carry things in your car in case something like that happens. But I think people thought they were just going to drive through. And looking at it, some of them were running out of gas. but they would turn on the car for heat and then turn it off because it was really, really super cold. Anybody who had an electric car would have died because they wouldn't have been able to start the car and get heat. Once it was uncharged, you were done. So it's like, nah, we might have to rethink this whole thing.
I didn't a load of people in I can't remember where it was now. Somebody, a load of people died in a mountain in I want to say Israel or something like that. Somewhere in I can't remember where it was. Somewhere over by the Turkey way, I think it is. A load of people died in mountains. They had really bad snow, and there was about 30, 40 people that all died in vehicles where they were trapped and they just froze to death.
Yeah.
I didn't hear about that.
I'm saying
I
that.
can't remember where it was. It wasn't Israel. It was quite a
No.
bit.
Where's all the chew? They've had it, haven't they? Got to eat it. Share this one here, yeah. So,
Yeah, that's been.
one
Oh,
more.
yeah.
I'll put it away after I've had that spoonful. It's just spoon, I'll take it away.
Steve is saying it was in Pakistan.
Pakistan, was that? Yeah, somewhere up in the mountains somewhere.
Is it? Isn't it?
You know, Ian is saying the same thing, that the Canadians are skeptical of electric cars. And I just want to say, anytime that we've ever had huge hurricanes, tornadoes, blizzards, ice storms, one of the very first things we lose is power.
Mhm.
And one of the very first things we need to do is evacuate. So if we don't have power, we can't evacuate. And nobody has thought about, well, what are you going to do? I mean, it's like a death trap for Americans.
I think it's like I say, it's down to the country, isn't it? 'Cause like over here, we don't really get hurricanes and stuff like that, so we don't really get power outage.
Oh, I wonder why I do
Ever?
like floods.
You don't ever get power outages. Like, you know, just the other day with the snowstorm, they had over 300,000 customers without service.
Yeah, but it's not a regular
It's not
occurrence.
a regular
It's
issue.
very, very, very occasionally you might get an area knocked out for a bit of weather, but it is very, very rare.
Get a lot of it here.
It's been years since we had a power
No,
cut.
last year, sorry.
We've not had one here.
Not here.
I'm still
but-
saying we.
No, but
When's the last time that we had a power
no, but
cut?
there was areas in Britain that were out 7
Yeah,
days.
but I'm saying,
weren't
when
they?
did we have a last power cut? Last
First time.
years and years and years, isn't it?
What about floods? Wonder what the electric cars are like in floods.
Well, I'd like to think they could sort of cope with it because
Good at flooding.
a normal car, when it goes through, if the water gets into the exhaust, that's what knacks the engine up, isn't it?
Yeah,
Electric cars don't have an exhaust. But it's
Yes, I
true,
know.
you guys think it's all in consider sealed units?
yeah. You get a lot of floods down there, like Somerset Flats and stuff like that, where it's all floodplains.
Yeah.
So if they suddenly went all electric, would there be an issue with electric cars going through water up to its bonnet?
Davent's in Scotland, they had it
Don't
for
know.
4 weeks, power outages coming.
Wow. There was something major up there, weren't there?
Yeah.
Something major up there.
Now imagine what would happen when you get no heat and you can't get away. You're like trapped because you can't heat your house unless you've got a fireplace with logs. Most people, if they're taking away any fuel oil, propane, any natural gas, any of that stuff, you're going to be heating with electric. And as soon as your power goes out, you've got nothing. And you can't even get your car and drive away to someplace where you can get some heat. So they really need to think about that before they up and change it. Or we're going to see a lot of people freeze to death. I mean, it's just going to happen.
Yeah. Will you stop? Now, stop it.
Well, we'll find out in 2030.
Exactly.
Stopping all the diesel and petrol over here.
Yeah, but there's a lot of money going at the minute, Colston, into hydrogen, isn't there? I know that there's a place in Sheffield. I think there's a whole factory working on developing the hydrogen aspect of it all. So I think that's where we'll go, because wagons and lorries and trucks, I think they're more suitable for the hydrogen, aren't they? That they're trying to go for.
Because there's only, was it 2 petrol stations in the UK, or 2 filling stations in the UK that do hydrogen? I don't think there's none.
There's not enough yet, but like I say, I think that's where they're throwing the investment now, more into hydrogen power than electric power, to be honest. That's way things are going, I think, aren't they?
Well, Robbie sent a picture. Who wants Mexican? What is this? Back of the chair. Mexican chair.
Yeah.
I
I
bet
want Mexican. Is Robbie making it?
no, he's in a Mexican restaurant.
Oh,
Bless him. I don't think he's there now. I think he's gone. He's gone from the chat anyway.
Sorry, Carlos, what's up? There's only water gets to the intake. Hydrology in the water, not the exhaust. So Jacko feels like throwing his knob under a bus.
Come on then, Jacko. Start a new thread of conversation. Cheer us all up. Give us a story. Tell us about when you bought the
Ice cream van.
ice cream van. Come on here and tell us about your ice cream van story. Bless him. Oh, dearie me. Time anyway. It's 10 to 10 already. Where's it gone tonight?
Because Lisa's been on and we've been doing nothing but talking.
We've been having a.
No, Lisa, I mean that in a good way. I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in a good way.
Yeah, because we've actually been conversing.
Conversing,
tonight.
yeah.
so I don't need to sign off.
No, you need to stop on. You need to stop on.
Definitely, yeah.
I didn't say that
You
one.
know, one of our biggest jokes is all of our politicians who are so concerned about climate change are all buying beach houses on the water. It's like, if they're so concerned that it's going to raise 10 feet in the next so many years, why in the hell are they buying on the water?
Because they're thick.
Daniel's still awake. Daniel's still awake. He'll be on shortly. What noise is Taylor making?
I don't know. Gonna have a look.
No, I'm just gonna. I've got to Google something.
What are you googling? Elvis Presley, Sydney's birthday.
I'm sure it's his birthday today.
Neil sat and watched it. 8th of January. It's Elvis Presley's birthday today.
I'm going to give him a present.
Would it be?
87.
87, yeah.
Elvis would have been 87 today.
Neil watched a bit of Viva Las Vegas today, didn't
Yeah, that one on Viva Las Vegas. I watched that. We won the race.
Wonder was he at Graceland today?
What's that?
Have you not seen the new thing out that there's a fella goes to Graceland on his birthday and he's the spit of Elvis and they think it's him?
Really?
How you would look now?
No way. I've seen that.
He goes every day or goes every time on the birthday.
Wow.
Bloody hell. Maybe it is him.
That's what they say.
There was a whole conspiracy theory about that, that Elvis isn't really dead. He got sick of the fame and wanted to get away.
Well, I don't think it was just his fame, was it? It was tied to that fucking prick of a manager.
Yeah.
See,
Neil's googling Jacko's ice cream man.
I am, yeah. That's what I was doing.
Is that what it were called? Jacko's Ices?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Obama's just bought a vineyard 16 million next to the coast. Ooh, very nice. Hello, baby. Hello.
Daniel wants to see his Uncle Kent. Well, he can't see his Uncle Kent because his Uncle Kent's not on.
Yeah, Uncle Kent didn't come on tonight. Uncle Kent's
No.
not here.
Letting us down again.
He is. Letting us down, into Seb. Yeah. Come here.
I should Google Jacko's ice cream now. I
Are
think.
you going to Google Jacko's ice cream? See if you can find the story yourself.
Yeah. Now I know about Elvis.
Bless. Yeah, baby. Jacko's Rotherham. Jacko's ice cream on a dice.
Are you all right, Paul? Oh, my. That's Jacko's.
In a baby. In a little. Stop it. Hello, Dad. I'm going to go and have a quick look at the washing machine with it.
Well,
Marilyn Monroe is the same age as Queen Elizabeth. Who looks better? I say Queen Elizabeth because Marilyn's dead, isn't she?
well, he is. She is, but because Marilyn Monroe died so young,
Yeah.
she'll never age, will she?
No, that's true. That is very true. Oh, it's just
But I
over.
would imagine she don't look very good.
She's feeling look a bit ropey now, isn't she? Paul said, I bet Lisa's going to get Howard Stern on the phone. Oh dear. Hey, Neil's just Googling Paul
There's
Jackson.
actually a Jacko's ice cream in Rotherham.
Is there?
Yeah. What is it? Oh, that's Jacko's.
Jocko's.
Jacko's Bar. Jack and Jocko's.
And put Jacko's ice
There's
cream.
an ice cream
Sorry.
in Salem.
Hmm. Jacko ice cream. Well, in New York State, Jacko's
New
ice
York
cream in
State.
New York State. Is that yours, Jacko? No, that's not Jacko.
I don't want like it.
Bless him. Put this part away. We'll put this out of the way.
What is it? That way over there. God. Oh. It's called PJ's Ices, only serves Cornish ice cream. Oh.
Come on then, Jacko. What did you call yourself? Oh, what's this that's sending through? So this is him. Colson's got far too much time on his hands. I've not seen much from you on your other reface for a while, Colston, actually.
No, they changed it all, haven't they?
Have they? I don't go on it, so I don't know. Can you still do like your dances and stuff? Your lady dances?
I don't know. Let's have a look.
Oh, they're gone. What are you doing now? It probably has, Steve. An ice cream parlour in Vegas. Oh. Happy days. So anyway, Kent, why are you not on here? Why are you not on here? As in here. Why are you just on there, not here? Mr. Nicholson.
That's why.
Daniel's Isis.
Have you seen that one?
Colson's got way too much time on his hands. He's looking through. Apparently they've changed it. Have you been on the
Reface.
Reface for a while?
Hmm.
Darren says, Lisa, get back up on the box, please. Oh, dear. After you get a good juicy topic, you can really get into it. What's that film that starts coming out in a few weeks? Belfast, isn't it?
Yeah, it's only on the cinemas, isn't it?
Jamie Dornan.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know why you want to watch it.
Me?
Mm.
Why?
Good Jamie Dornan. I'm sure you've seen all his good films. Are you watching the thing called The Tourist that he's in at the moment?
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
It's weird. And
I
apparently,
enjoy it.
yeah, but apparently, have you seen it all for me?
I've seen the first two.
Because it's on iPlayer, isn't it? So
Yeah,
you
the first two is on iPlayer.
watch it all, and people are very disappointed with end apparently.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go. Turned you into a princess.
thank you. Oh dear.
It's Cinderella.
There's only about 6 episodes, isn't there?
Yeah. Sure, couldn't be as bad as the other thing we've got, Hope Street.
Think we've
I've read that. Hope Street.
watched 3 or 4 we watched.
Is that about, what's that another thing? Hope Street.
Yeah. It's filmed over here, down the road from where I live.
Really?
And it's desperate. The acting and it's crap.
I've not heard of that one.
Oh.
Debbie's watching Discovery of Witches.
I haven't. That's
I've
2
seen
series, and that's on Sky. That we haven't watched that one.
Maybe we binge watch that as well.
Yeah, probably. Now winter's here, we can probably do that, can't we? A little bit.
Yeah, that's also nice because that thing's up
You put
there.
that chute there, haven't you?
Yeah.
So it's like getting a bit.
You're not having it. Sit down. Come on. Oh, come on. In there. In there.
Come on, Luke.
Get in there.
Come here.
Come on, settle down now. Come on, lay down. Come on. Move your bum. Move your ass. Yeah, I think we've watched about 4 episodes, haven't we?
Yeah, 3 or 4. Yeah.
Of that tourist, and it's just a bit bizarre. And the first episode with that, it was good because at the very end, like her knowing him sort of drew you in. You're like, oh, I need to watch it to see why she knows him. Yeah, it's just very strange.
What is weird is seeing him with an Irish accent, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even though I think he does have an Irish accent, doesn't it?
Yes.
Like you're used to the 50 Shades and all that, and that type of thing, and then you see with an Irish accent, and you think, oh,
That's his normal accent he's doing.
yeah. But that Belfast looks really good.
Yeah, it does.
Looks like it's going to be a good film.
He plays golf, doesn't he, Jamie Dornan?
Yep.
It'd be great to get around a golf with him, wouldn't it?
Well, it cures your menopause. Crack on. What's up? You can't have anything else.
Be lovely that. Round a little 18-older with Jamie Dornan. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Anyone else in contacts?
Okay.
Surely you must know someone who is the typical Irish. Pimmy, you're Irish, you should know him. What do you know him?
My sister-in-law actually worked with his dad.
Really?
Yeah, his dad's a doctor or something in the Royal or the City Hospital over here. So
Oh,
she actually
wow.
done some things with him.
Wow.
But never got to meet Jamie, but knew it was Jamie's dad.
Half a job.
Yep. Well, take some I got it.
Wow. Well, you're going to send her back.
Oh, I'll get her to go back.
Go back and
Get
get,
Jamie's
get, him,
number.
get him on golf course.
Yep.
Maybe I should just tag him on Twitter. Yeah, come play golf with Jamie and just stalk him.
Well, just go on Twitter
Yeah.
saying you've obviously heard of Kimmy.
Yeah.
This
Probably
is not-
lives down the road. Come and play Clanny Boy with them. The big Wayne.
Yeah.
Did you
Over to
see?
my golf day. Don't bother.
Did you see that on news yesterday, Pimmy? That lettering island. They got
Yes.
to the,
Oh, brilliant, that,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
I don't know if you saw it. You know about it, Lisa. But basically, a woman was she from Belfast and sent it to him.
During lockdown, this fella started to write to different people
Yeah.
that he contacted. But what he'd done, he'd never sent his address to them. He was just writing to them just to help them and that there. So she started writing a letter back to him. The full address was, it was like, Jamie, his mum and dad lived in this street and his sister went to this school and all that there. That was the whole address, Cushendall.
It was something along the lines of Fergus, we're not
Yeah, Fergus.
whose mum and dad had the spa in Water.
Who called Mary and Joseph?
His mum was called Mary, his dad was called Joseph. He also knows a butcher in Waterfront called such and such,
Yeah.
and the letter was delivered to him. But it was because the postman knew he used to be a friend of his when we were at school and went and stopped. So it were really clever how he got there, weren't it?
Yeah, see you later, Ian. Mr. Sutherland's leaving
Yeah.
us. Take care, Ian.
See ya.
Mr. Ray says everyone to Pimmy's for an oyster fry.
Definitely.
And then I round at Clandy Boy with
The big dog. And then you can watch David strike one down the middle, 200 plus yards.
yeah, I did it after I played with Jamie Dunn.
Or no, after you played with him now.
Golf. All right, Ken.
Cheer him up.
Oh, dear. Timmy,
It's
I've thrown it away.
it's not even there now, mate. Just throw it away. Because he was
Timmy, come here. Neil's been spoiling the dogs by giving them scrambled eggs every morning for the last 3 or 4 mornings.
Nice.
Breakfast. And yeah,
Yeah, they get their breakfast before Corrie.
they do. Now where I am in the pecking order, way down.
Well, they're up there. What?
I'm the same.
The best.
I was up. So I've been up first to get them up when I started work, and then you got up and gave them breakfast. But excuse me, where's my breakfast?
You've had breakfast every day.
But not first. Hi, baby. Hey, gorgeous kid.
It just gives me 2 minutes where they're not knocking my knees.
Yeah, exactly. Come on then. Come here, baby. Oh, my little darling. We're having babies this year, won't we, darling? Yes, we will. Baby Lunas.
Oh, have you found a donor yet?
I've found a couple of F2 cockapoos nearby, and then there's one in Swansea. So it's like, well, it depends on what they sort of research the backgrounds of them a bit more, and see which one I think is nicer to.
You said the one in Swansea looks the prettiest. Didn't
It
you?
does look the prettiest the one in Swansea, I must admit.
A long way.
I don't want any old dog just getting hold of her,
That's a long way for you, though, Swansea.
because especially when you go twice, you go once, and then 48 hours later you go to another.
have to stop over, wouldn't you?
Only the best for my baby. No. Only for the best for this pretty little girl. Yeah. So Ian says his Amy used to get scrambled eggs and smoked Russian salmon every New Year's Day for breakfast. And that is posh.
That's posh.
Mr. Ray,
Yeah.
just tell him I'm over
Mr. Ray, Neil is having a what?
what he sent me.
A Chivas Regal, or whatever it is. Whatever you sent us anyway. Neil's having a wee dram. Had a few beers. Paul says, I know I'm going next New Year. Paul, that was a dog. So Tommy Dougal's commented.
That's James's son.
Oh, is it?
He's just trying to be funny because a lot of them are going back to Filton next year.
Oh,
And
are
I
they?
got a Filton top on. And I said, I'm not going back there. So he's just taking the mickey.
So why are they going back to Filton and you're not then?
There's too much going on at Filton. You know, Filton's doing landfill at the moment, so they've got no practice facilities.
Oh, really?
All they've got is a golf course. And then once they finish levelling all the practice facilities, they're then taking out 3 holes and filling in a lake.
Right.
So you'll be paying full, I think it's £1,085 a year for no practice facilities, and it'd be 15 holes.
So you may as well wait till they've finished it then.
I'll wait till 2024 when it's all finished, and then possibly go back on.
Make your decision, yeah.
They're not giving reduced rates then for all that.
No, they won't do that. It's a members course. They won't do that. They haven't got many members as it is.
Their way of saying keep it at that price to make the money to cover what they're paying.
It'd be a nice
People are
house.
leaving. They're not making money, are they?
5 years' time, it'd be a lovely housing estate.
Tommy said, tell us the £20 story.
Yeah.
That was just lockdown. That was they put it up by £20 for everybody. But if you add any late fees, so if you paid, well, if you was rich enough to pay the full amount in March, you could have it for the same price as the year before. If you've done a payment plan, like most of us do, we pay monthly. It was £20 extra. Bearing in mind we hadn't paid for 6 months because of lockdown, and it didn't give us anything back or anything like that. We paid the full amount. And then if you, quite a lot of them work at British Aerospace and Rolls-Royce, and their bonuses are paid the end of April. And most of them basically pay and play for a month and then pay the full amount the end of April. But because of that, they decided that they were going to charge them an extra £70. So the £20 extra for the year, plus a £50 late fee. And then, but like we said, we didn't know whether it was going to be in lockdown again and again and again, and you've got nothing from them. And all you get at Filton is a golf course. The practice facilities is 2 greens that you chip onto, and that's about it, really. And a putting green, which is dead level and got about 6 holes. That's about it.
Wow.
The clubhouse is depressing. It's old fashioned. It's still sort of decorated to 1909 standard when it was built. So no, I'm quite happy where I am. And if like there's going to be nobody up there with me, then I'll just pay and play as and when, wherever.
Yeah.
Again, I were really impressed with where you play.
Yeah, it was really nice.
The driving range, the whole setup just seemed really good to me. But you know, I wouldn't know. I don't know why you would move from there if you certainly to 15 hours.
The reason why like James is leaving and Tommy and a few others is because if you don't get your booking right, if you tee off about 9 o'clock in the morning, you could potentially have a 4.5 hour round. If you tee off at about 8 o'clock, 8:30, you should be round in about 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
So getting the tee times right is a big thing. But obviously, at Filton, they've abolished the tee times now, and it's just rock up and play.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
But don't that make it more congested?
Well, you can go off the ninth. You can go off the 9th for the first, or after the 10th and the first. So it doesn't make any difference. So what you tend to have is, you have like a 10 o'clock roll up. So people will be in the bar having breakfast at 9 o'clock, and then they start. Basically, what you do, you put your name on a ticket on your card, chuck it on a table, and then somebody would be going out and they grab 3 other tickets or 4 tickets and go, right, this is the next 4 ball, and then they go out and then
Right.
so
Okay.
you play with different people every week, so it's all right. But it's more. I don't know. It's more. They're going back there more for the people, the socialising side of it, the people that's there, rather than the course and the facilities.
Yeah.
Which I can understand, but I would rather still have the opportunity to play a par 3, play the main course, have a driving range, have a decent putting green.
Yeah. It was a good putting green, that one too as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
Ian Ray's dog always got their own steak on their birthday.
Oh, nice. And Paul Jackson wants to know what he gets on his birthday. It's Valentine's. Same as Ian, nothing. So Steve said his membership just gone up to $780 a year, and Darren's is about $560. We're $525, including for green fees
Yeah.
on the course, and only £525.
Yeah.
So, it's for what it is. It's I don't think it's bad.
No,
So
ours is good value with it.
people do moan like hell about it, right?
Yeah. Well, it has improved. I think it has definitely
Yeah.
improved from what it was.
I think ours is a council course as well, Darren.
So it's a grand for Kent, £1,000 for Kent.
Jesus. A lot of money in it.
Well, again, Kent's is a members club, isn't it? Ours is
Yeah.
council. Ickleton's a grand, isn't it?
Yeah. If we were to go to a members club anywhere close, I'd go to Hickleton.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
one of the nicest sports around here, Hickleton.
And what sort of price are they charging?
Huh?
And what sort of price are they charging?
That's about £900.
So it's a lot more money.
So it's still like nearly double what we're paying. But
Mm.
But again,
it is a really nice
it is
course.
nicer. Facilities are better,
Beautiful course.
aren't they?
Yeah, the clubhouse is nice. They're just redoing the thingy shop, pro shop, aren't they?
I don't know.
Oh no, you are they? You know, as you go in Littleton, you've got the
It's like a
downstairs
nice
bit.
little shack, isn't it? That
Yeah, but
in the minute, that's what I'm
it's
saying.
in like a shed itself. You know, as you go to where the main doors are downstairs, well, they've sort of bricked up that wall there, and put a window in it,
Yeah,
and then that's where the pro shop's
close
going
up
in
to
there.
the yeah.
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 You invest a lot of money into that clubhouse.
Yeah.
So I've emailed Steve Parker about the golf day. I've heard nothing back from him yet.
Yeah.
So if anything happens, I've looked to having our dates on our Hickleton. I
Yeah.
think. Play the Manchester, 1,300 a year and a grand joining fee. Jesus. I think a lot of places after lockdown got rid of the joining fee, didn't they? Because Hickleton used to have a joining fee and they don't now.
I don't think I've had it for a while.
Only a couple of years.
Yeah.
But they did used to have a membership where if you like for husband and wife,
You got like a
you get like a discount, but they don't do that anymore either.
kit packs there.
He's a big one, isn't he? He's so cute. Patch. I'm just gonna lick you, and we're gonna give you cuddles. Oh, look at that little face. Hi, Daddy. And kisses.
Now he's licking his ass. Lovely.
He just licked you.
Not do that already.
Gonna take the taste of me out of his mouth. What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't kiss me.
Oh, look.
That's how I don't love him.
It
You're
does.
a good boy, aren't
It's his little mate. Look. Too cute.
you? Good boy, yeah.
Bless it.
So Diamond's Cost was voted best council course in Bunkered years and years ago.
Wow. Because ours is supposed to be having, I don't know if it's on about starting the facelift this year,
We shall see. No, you know,
which could affect.
yeah, I'm going to say if Clubhouse is really a bit different.
No, I know. Stuff I need to see if it come back to me soon as.
Come here. No, you sat in the way.
Well,
You sat in the way. You're sat in the way, you plonker. Right, bye.
it's taking the limelight off you.
Yeah. Bloody pain.
Oh, you don't mean that.
He's getting worse on the lead. He's driving me insane with the lead. Oh,
Oh, I just not.
just pulling, just like literally his ears goes down and he's like pulling, and he's got a collar on and he's literally choking himself.
Luna were like that tonight, and I'm saying to her, Luna, you do realise you're choking because you're pulling. If you stop pulling, you wouldn't choke.
No,
So
he literally is stop, but then he'd be sick. You
Yeah.
idiot.
They're still puppies, though, aren't they? I suppose.
Yeah.
Because we're adolescents, or little shit face, as we call it.
Say Mr. Jackson coming.
So Dubai Creek asked Jacko if he'd wanted to join for $6.5 grand and then waive the £2 joining fee. Wow.
So where's Mr. Morgan?
Speak to you later, Steve. Have a good night.
Cheers, Steve.
So whereabouts are you moving to now then, Ian?
He didn't pay that for buggy.
He didn't pay that for the buggy. Well, no, we don't know actually how much he did pay
I
for
don't
the
know.
buggy.
We don't know, do we?
He bought it and then sold it back. So technically, he probably didn't actually pay anything.
He'd have made money on it.
He would have done.
He'd have made money on it.
Bless him. Where is he? What time is it?
We catching him up.
I'm just let's see what time it is. Keep forgetting I've moved the clock there now.
Yes.
Now we've got our shots, all of mug shots on the wall.
Rogues Gallery.
It is a rogues gallery, isn't it?
And then I'm on it.
Yeah, you are.
Mm,
You're up there. You're up there.
Lisa's on that side.
Lisa's up there. Colston is that one. Somewhere. Up top. There's Colston. Look at Colston because we very nearly put the picture of you in your skirt on it.
Is so Darren,
It's printed just in case I want to swap one round.
so Darren's saying he's joining the Tryst flattering short that any may says Falkirk Tryst again or Ben Baby.
Oh, okay. Flatter and short, yeah. Wait, yeah. Good shout. Flat, that's good when you walk.
Ben Baby, we're not find it.
No.
It's not long till we go. Is it?
Nope. April will come to Scotland.
We're on his way up. On
So-
top.
So we're in Carlisle Saturday, Sunday, aren't we?
Right.
Monday we'll go up to Dumfries. and then we're playing Powerfoot on Thursday in Dumfries, and then we'll be coming up towards Ian Ray's area. Hopefully get around him with Ian, Darren and Steve Marr and whoever else is in the area. And we're playing Friday. It's silly. That was you for the bottle. No, but it's yeah. So whereabouts are we going to play then, Ian and Darren? I'm going to come up your neck of the woods.
He's got no whiskey now, hasn't he?
I know, Ian Ray's turning into a pisshead.
Yeah, I know.
Whiskey.
It's Ian Ray. Yeah. That's
Fancy.
it. No, that's it. Oh.
This is Colson gone to get a drink. What are you on tonight then, Lisa? What's your drink of choice?
I was just drinking vodka and cranberry.
We should get back to our cocktail, shouldn't we? Now that I've got my gin thing to get through.
Well, we're on in 2 weeks. Can't we?
Should we do the Guinness Punch next time?
Yeah, we can try.
We'll try a Guinness Punch in 2 weeks.
Can you get Guinness in? You can
What
get
is that?
Guinness.
Can you get Guinness in America?
Yes. There's enough
Yes.
Irish there.
So it's quite easy to make, isn't it?
It looked easy.
There's a few different tweaks of it. Guinness Punch. It's basically it is. Oh, here we go. Where is it?
Ingredients.
Guinness.
It says eggs there.
Eggs. Some people use eggs, some people don't. Condensed milk. I don't know what that is. Let's get a
Right,
different,
I'll go and get
get a
different recipe.
different recipe because there's all sorts of weird stuff in that one. I think I've got one saved on here somewhere. Maybe I haven't.
And what is it called?
Right, you need
Guinness Punch.
vanilla,
Vanilla, nutmeg,
nutmeg, condensed milk, cinnamon, unsweetened milk, and Guinness. I'll tell you with it.
Have you tried this? Is it
No.
good?
Yeah.
It looks nice.
Lisa, we've never tried any cocktail before we've had it on Saturday Night Live. They've always been new.
It's always been what?
It's always been the first taste we've had is on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, okay.
We've never tested any of them.
So this one is 2 cups of Guinness, 1.5 cup unsweetened milk, almond milk. This person uses almond milk. A teaspoon of vanilla, quarter of a teaspoon of nutmeg, quarter of a teaspoon of cinnamon, and a cup of condensed milk. And you basically stick it all together in a blender and mix it. It's as if with this recipe, the punch has a strong Guinness taste. If you want to taste less Guinness, add a 1/2 cup more milk.
Sounds sweet.
It does sound very sweet. That's what it looks like. Something like that.
Right.
Okay.
It almost looks a little bit Baileys-y.
No, I like Bailey. So
Yeah, we'll have a try. Night, Daniel. See you later. Sleep well.
So Mr. Jackson's going.
See you later, Paul. Ian Ray, is he going as well? It's 1990 all.
What are you saying? Where's it?
Yes, we'll all definitely be at Scotland. We'll maybe just play the Saturday somewhere. So if we play Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in Dumfries, and then we'll come a bit further north Thursday evening
We'll find us.
and play maybe it's Friday, Saturday. We'll see.
No, okay.
So he said,
That's Colston drinking, yeah. Is it Guinness punch already?
Rum.
Rum.
Bit of
Hey,
Mad
I-
Guinness rum.
Is it in something though? Because it looks like a massive measure of rum. Like.
It's got some coke in it.
Are you sure?
Well, it's about half and half, really.
The answer was rum and coke, then, not just rum. You made out you were a pirate then.
No. Couldn't do just rum. Cool, there.
No.
Mind you, a strong one.
Where are we? Yeah, we'll definitely be up, Darren. Obviously, we'll speak to you closer to the time and sort of sort out more finer details. But we've not booked anywhere yet, have we, for the Thursday night and Friday night? Because we don't really know where we're going to be. So we'll get in touch probably during March and sort of see where we need to be looking at booking. We'll go from there. Sounds like a plan. Can't wait to play golf with us finally. Yes, because that's the thing, because everyone came to the golf day.
Yeah.
But everyone didn't play with everyone, did they?
No. Well, you didn't play, did
I
you?
didn't play with anyone, did I? So that'd be good to get out and play
You'll not play next year, will you?
next year. This year, I
Next
mean.
year.
on golf day. No.
So when you up in Bonnie, Scotland?
End of April. Last week of April. So we've got the 4 courses that we're playing now. It's an arranged trip on the Monday to Thursday that we're going on, that we're sort of tagging along onto. So we've said that on the Saturday night and Sunday night we're going to stop with Baz in Cumbria, in Carlisle. So we're going to go and play golf with them again. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday have been free, so then travel a bit further up north and play with Ian and Darren, and try and get Steve Marr to come down again as well, which I'm sure he will. And then home on Sunday. That's the plan anyway. And then at some point in the year, I think we're about having a mass trip down to Bristol for a long weekend with Kent and Debbie and Jeff and God knows who else. Go and play at your gaff.
Yeah.
Lots and lots on this year. Making up for lost time, let's just say that, making up for lost time. And then, of course, the big Vegas trip. Exciting stuff. We're going to start looking at flights around about end of March, early April. Get flights booked and that'll be it for Vegas.
Yeah.
What do you mean sleep in our crappy electric car? Shut your face, Kent. It's a very nice electric car. It's very comfortable. Actually, Kent. I'll be taking my car because I can't get enough miles out of my car. I'll be taking Neil's car. Your crappy electric car.
Crappy electric.
That should be good. Absolutely right, Ken. Ken's being mean. I was playing over
Yeah.
there. Well, I don't think we'll be in bed late tonight because we need to start. You need to get up fairly early tomorrow. Ready for getting up early on Monday.
Oh yeah. That was a good one.
Yes. Someone's up for work at about 6, half 6 on Monday. He's been getting up about 9, 10 o'clock for this last 7 weeks. So it's going to be hard work getting up on Monday morning about 6 o'clock ready for work.
Oh, perfect. Half a day's shift done by then.
Oh, baby.
I've not been well for me.
Huh?
I've not been well.
I know. But at 6 o'clock in the morning, I have half a day's work done.
For you, it is.
I know.
Maybe Kent's coming.
Oh, I see. He wants to join us now, does he?
Yeah.
Look at that lot coming in. Oh,
Oh, nice.
oh.
When's that forecast for tomorrow?
Yeah, 3 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
We've got loads of rain coming your way at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, come in.
I don't think we have. Shut up.
I thought it was all right for tomorrow.
I think I thought, yeah, it's all right. Come here, Steph. I'm still looking at Albufeira. Albufeira.
I'm focused for tomorrow.
Our focus tomorrow is light cloud and a moderate breeze.
And what about 3 o'clock?
Light cloud and a moderate breeze.
There's a 12% chance of a shower.
Have you put sound on?
But no rain here.
We've had 12% for the last week, and we've had probably about 600 mil.
According to the forecast, there's no rain due until Monday the 17th here. So we'll see.
No rain, just snow.
We've got no snow either, apparently.
Yeah. Discovery of Witches is finished.
We're finished now, but
Yeah.
are you covered up there then, Kent? Oh,
Yeah.
Wow. Jeez. So you'll not be playing? Will it be open for next week then? I know even if the snow goes, it's going to be soggy and wet and horrible, isn't it?
Yep.
We'll have to come down here then.
Yep.
I think by next weekend, if it does stay dry and ice, we should be fully back open.
Yeah, well, if not, we'll just find someone else.
Yeah. Plenty of places to
Yeah.
go and play,
We'll just find somewhere to go.
definitely.
We've had a good night, haven't you?
What?
Whoops. 2 seconds. I'll just have a look at where you got it.
Thank you. What are you looking at?
No.
No.
No snow now.
It's not snowing.
Not snowing now.
Apparently not.
Um, crazy.
No, thank you.
Well, no, it's literally another 5 minutes, but same sort of area, completely different.
Well, again, that release there, difference between us and where we America being so big, it's not like a normal commute, I would imagine, wouldn't
Yeah.
it? You know.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, Mum texted me earlier. I'm not sure if I've texted her back or not.
Oh, how rude.
I didn't text my mum back. I didn't text my mum.
Well, she said she misses you and all, Corin.
I know. Sorry, Mum.
How horrible are you,
I
Corin?
know. Such a bad daughter.
Actually not texting your mum, Matt.
I know. Shit. I'll text her back now. I'll send her a big cuddle. I'll send her a rose.
Rose for a rose.
Exactly.
There you go.
Where is he? Where's Kent?
Me.
There he is, look. Chin.
Pick up.
There he is, Lord.
That is a problem, that isn't it? There's no left.
What you take? Is it quite a
Do you
what's the
know?
word? Is it good, that series then, that Discovery of Witches?
Yeah. I like it. I
How many- Is it 2 seasons?
Trey.
3.
Oh, that's definitely.
I'll watch that.
Yeah.
Watch the first season and
Yeah.
see how we go.
I've only just got Kenny one day.
Have you?
It's been that long.
Wow. Wow. You've only just got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, I said to him, absolutely right. Ken.
Yeah.
What did I miss there?
I've
You
only
know when
just,
you put your last comment on the chat?
What did I put?
So I'm not reading it out.
but you're
What did
right.
I put? What did I put, Corin?
I mean, now.
What did you put?
Knob.
What did you put?
It was being horrible to me, Debbie.
Oh, that's not you.
No, it's not. You're right. It was. Sorry. He was being Kent.
Just think how mean I'm going to be when you're on golf course.
Yeah, whatever. You should get your A sign out and we'll see who's gonna have a laugh there.
See me going right.
Exactly. Well, you've been working today, haven't you? Back at work now, haven't you?
Ken, does the factory, does the plant shut down over Christmas?
Yeah.
Is that for maintenance?
Yeah, we're on maintenance now.
Yeah. 'Cause I was saying to Corinne the other day, I bet they shut down for so long, and then they do the maintenance, and then crack on with Easter eggs.
Easter eggs are running now.
Yeah, shit.
They're running for one, aren't they?
Oh, that's
Shit.
I'm
Today.
Tesco's, isn't it? Tesco's have already cracked on with Easter eggs.
We've been delivering our Easter eggs since 2 weeks before Christmas.
Have you?
Have you? Jeez.
Going in the stores 2 Saturdays before Christmas and going, I'm here with your Easter delivery. And they're going, I don't want it.
Is that our stuff, Bimmy, or Cadbury's?
Mix of everything. All Easter eggs being sold. And we're going into the stores with it and going, they're going, it's too early, we don't need it. Can't even get the Christmas stuff out yet.
We walked in Tesco the other day, we saw Easter eggs in aisles, and we were like, oh God, I can't believe Easter eggs in aisles. And I went, oh look, they've got twirl orange Easter eggs.
Yeah. Twirl orange Easter eggs.
Should we get some in ready?
Yum.
Squirrel orange Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Where's it?
Let's go.
Oh no, I'm there.
Oh man.
And then tomorrow.
We're all over that and I'm not even gonna wait till Easter.
No.
Well, we were running Aero today.
Oh yeah. Minty or normal?
Oh, Kent,
Yeah.
you've got to listen to this one. We went to Costa last week, right? And Corinne decided we're going to have an Aero hot chocolate.
So how I was paying before.
And she once you've had so many Costas, you get a free Costa, don't you?
Yeah.
Right? And she ordered a large Aero
Basically, we
hot
went in.
chocolate.
I've got 4 free drinks on my Costa app, so we're going and treat ourselves and have a free Costa.
A large one. Because
Large one, because I always have medium, but when it's a free one, you go large. You get it for free anyway. So you had your normal free latte plus, didn't you?
Yeah.
And so can I have a large hot chocolate mint Aero, please? So we only do the hot chocolate that's in medium. That's the biggest size we do. I was like, I'll have a large latte plus then instead. You get value for money, don't you?
Yeah.
Half a job.
Well, you want the hot chocolate going.
If I don't get a medium, I'm going to pay for it. I want a large, free. It's fine. Yeah. It's not me being tight or anything.
It is your being tight.
No, it's not.
It was free.
It's free, exactly. Technically, I paid for it by buying Costas before and building the points. The nerd. Nerd. Anything, send them a phone message.
What? The Gremlin?
Yeah. She's asking how your mum is. How is your mum?
She's all right. I like to every week.
Well, it's been a nice evening, guys. I'm going to take off, but thank you. I've
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
Come on, Lisa.
I don't see you. Have fun in Portugal.
Thank you. Yeah, look forward to the videos that come out of it, hopefully.
I will watch for them. I always watch
Just
Ken and Debbie's
leaving
too. So. Okay, you guys have a good.
What, you mean you watch Ken getting beat all the time?
Yes, I do, and I enjoy it. I enjoy it. All right, you guys have a good evening.
Take care. See you
Lisa.
soon.
Bye.
Lisa.
Why do people enjoy me getting going and losing? I just don't.
To be fair, Ken, I think you'd have won a lot more if you'd lined your putts up, just started bringing it rather than just knocking backwards and what have you.
I can't believe she asked me to put some of them.
Well, there is that as well, isn't there?
You're doing it for your own good.
Yeah, I'm giving you practice for when summer starts.
Exactly.
When summer starts, I can't put on fast greens. Well, I'll be absolutely hopeless, so I'll be winning them all. So I'll make it most of it now.
What are you playing off now, Debbie?
18.
Jeez.
That's just
Wow.
gone down so
Dropped it,
fast, hasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So, if we play somewhere else, then we can go on to England Golf and put our scores in, and it'll count. Our handicap can be affected. But at the minute, if we're playing comps at ours, it's so non-qualifiers.
I'm a 500 forever.
Right, so
That's a non-qualifiers,
Yeah.
aren't we? As well in winter. Because we're not playing up.
No, you can't do it, can you?
Well,
That's my favourite, isn't it? So,
I think most places will be non-qualifying at the
Yeah.
moment with winter. I don't play
you know
to
what?
that's a bloody small one, Colin. It's very small.
playing handicaps
The dickhead.
North winter.
20. So.
Yeah, that's.
Why is Darren just out of shark? Darren, why have you shark?
He might have meant shank.
Oh, Debbie Shark.
Yeah, she is.
Oh dear.
You still love me for it.
Is that another whiskey now?
Yes, it
A very
is.
small one, Colston.
It looks quite big from here.
It's tiny. Oh, it's tiny. It's a little glass. And
That's
that's
got water
half
as well.
water. Because Mr. Ray told me about putting water in it slowly. And it makes your whiskey last longer.
It does. It absolutely does. Well, there we go.
Hang on.
What?
Take tomorrow.
You know, does anyone else use the magic bags? Too good to go, it's called. Hang on. Yeah, does
What?
anyone use it? It's an app called Too Good to Go. Right. So you download it, and basically, if there's anywhere local that have got like, they call them magic bags. So like, if you get a Costa one, you'll get like a bag with goodies in that's worth £12, and it'll be like £3. And it's all like toasties and cakes or whatever that are due to go out of date that day, and they get rid of the Colson's all over that now. Look,
Cost is normally like, it's not £10 worth of stuff for £3, isn't it?
£12 because everything's like £3 normally. But you get Greg's on there, you get Spars.
What'd you say it was called? Too Good to Go?
Too good to go, yeah.
T-O-O.
Huh?
T-O-O.
T-O-O.
Oh, what's going on with his phone?
T-O-O, good T-O go. You can get to like that. If you get from the supermarket, I've had one from Morrison's up before. Paid about £3 for a bag from Morrison's, and you get about 15 quid worth of stuff in the bag. Like, we've got a packet of bacon, some bread, some cakes, all sorts of bits and bobs. the sell by date's that day, and they haven't sold it by close of business. So you have to sell it all off for cheap.
Problem is, if you've got to be fabulous, we're happy.
Really good.
You don't know what you're getting, right?
Yeah, you see, you don't know what you get. It's a complete thing, but you can get carveries as well. Like, go to anywhere locals will just carveries. They'll sell carveries off for like $3.99. You just go and pick it up. Taylor said when she went to one, it was Sir Jackson Bramble. She went there, and instead of it being all packaged up, they asked her what she wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My phone is having a mare. I broke the screen on it a couple of months ago, and recently, the last week, it just goes on again. It turns. I was driving the other day, and all of a sudden, the torch come on.
Yeah.
Then it went to airplane mode. Then it decided, because a messenger thing was open with all my mates, it decided it was going to call them all. And I was like, what is going on? And I couldn't turn it off. I had to turn the phone off to stop the call.
Think you need a new phone?
It's going in Sunday to have a new screen put in.
How was it?
You had a little bonus today, didn't you, Cohen? You realised you could upgrade your phone.
Yeah, I can upgrade mine in June. Woohoo. See, tomorrow, get a delicious chippy tea tomorrow from Seven Seas at Rotherham. Normally £9, and you get it for £3.
There we go. Open. There we go.
There you go. You're welcome.
Continue with Facebook. Yeah, we'll go with that.
I'm not going to be held responsible for anyone gaining weight from getting all these magic bags. And you're disgusting.
How did you know we Kent, not Debbie?
Are you for real?
The presumption there, Cohen,
No,
is
I know
absolutely wrong.
Because it sounds like him.
It rattled on the foot.
You are nasty.
It vibrated through my foot, the horrible git.
You're disgusting.
It doesn't smell any better.
I can imagine.
No, it smells quite rancid.
But
Better than that
anything good yet, Colston?
geeking up.
All right.
You found anything good yet?
Yeah, just setting that up. Bristol United Kingdom. There we go. Let's have a look.
You got it, Pimmy.
Yep. Candy and Co are going to give me a bag tomorrow for £3.39. No, the shop will be shut at the time it says anyway. It says it's open till 9 o'clock tomorrow, but on a Sunday. So I don't think it'll be open at 9 o'clock on a Sunday. Don't know.
Are they not allowed to open while 10?
No idea.
Or do you not have stores open on Sundays?
But this is a shop, not like Greg's or anything. Sunday hours is up to 6 o'clock here.
Right.
6 o'clock.
I'm sure I'll find something.
Sure you will.
Oh,
You're welcome.
because I see Tim Hortons is on it. We have a new Tim Hortons around the corner, so.
Oh,
I'll give
here
it
we
a
go.
look.
A good tip as well, because sometimes they don't all come up. So a good tip is you can search through for like your favourite stores. Like if you've got Costa's or wherever you go, if you've got any local to you, put them on your favourites. And then if you go into your favourites tab at the bottom, sometimes they show up on there and they don't always show up on the rest of the screen. That's how I found some of our Costas before.
Yeah.
But Darren said he's going to go down the bookies to put his house on Debbie winning trophies this year.
No, I won't, because I won't be playing in any comps if I can help it.
I should just
Pulled
pull out one today.
Just what?
Pulled out of one.
Why?
It's just like that.
No, you put, to be fair, you
Oh,
put
open, wasn't it? So it went ladies open.
It went ladies open, yeah. Bloody hell.
So what do you do? Just click on it and then it gives you a code or what was it? How does it
And so
work?
once you've clicked on it,
Yeah.
let me just open mine back up and see if I can see me history. So what it will show up on your profile in the bottom corner where it's got more. Let's try and get a bit closer to this. See if I
What's
can-
got more, yeah.
Go to more. Go to orders.
Yeah.
So anything that you're due to pick up, it'll be in the current bit.
Yeah.
Anything that you have already done, it'll be in the past. So what'll happen is you'll get it'll be kind of like, is it going to show up? I don't know. Why is this phone being crap? Oh man.
Time for a new one.
There we go. Ish. So you're kind of it's too bright. Basically, you get like almost like a receipt.
Yeah.
And I've got it, and you get a code. When you get there, you bring this up, and it will say at the bottom, click to say you've collected it, and the people will say to you, can you just click that button to say you click? Don't click it until you get there, and they tell you to click it. And by you clicking the button to say collect, it shows that code, and they then know that it's a legit order, and they go through to the back and get your order.
All right. Okay.
That one we got. There were 4 sandwiches, weren't they?
Oh, the thing Costa one.
Yeah, Costa with 4 sandwiches and some other bits of mocha.
Yeah, it's really good. It is worthwhile doing, but the downside is because you get a lot of sweetie stuff, it's really not good for the waistline.
Yeah.
Yeah. Darren says that he'll be homeless, Debbie.
The better always.
All his house on your winning trophy.
Yeah.
Bless him.
Are you going to play Coins Day?
Yeah, I'm playing on Coins Day. That's different though.
You're going to win that this year, aren't you?
It's different playing in a sort of a comp like that. It's a bit of fun. I don't want to play in comps. I don't like them. I don't like standing on first tee ready to vomit.
But you just like playing in stuff where you beat all those.
Yeah, because
Just
it's
pretend
fun.
you're playing Kent.
Yeah. Me, Ian, Dale, Graham, Mike. She's not bothered. She'll beat them all.
Yeah.
Good.
Don't you think it'd be nice to see your name on board, Debbie?
She's got a name on board.
Again.
Do you know, it doesn't really bother me. I'd rather just play for fun. When I start so that I'm nervous before I set off, that's when I stop enjoying it, and then that's when I don't want to play.
Yeah.
I'd rather play because I'm enjoying it, not play and feel sick and be nervous and then think I don't like this. Because it don't bother me whether my handicap is up or down.
Oh,
Well, it does and it does. I like it at 18, but I don't think I could play it less than that now. When I used to play, yeah, but not now. And 18 is about right, or probably maybe a bit higher. I might need a bit more shots. But lower than that, there's no way I'd be able to play to it. I'd be struggling and stressing.
You'll be lower than 18 next year, Debbie, definitely.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
All right. So
been manipulating.
I doubt it. And to be fair, I'm happy at that. I don't think it needs to come any lower.
What's the lowest you've been, Debbie?
15.
15 was it?
Well, when you consider, really, for your handicap, you've not been playing that long, have you, to get down to 18? So I would imagine you'll be down to 15 by this time next year. I can't see you not being that way.
No.
But I played at 15 because I played in a couple of comps and then stopped. I don't
Yeah.
know whether I played any better than 15 because I don't
Well,
know.
you're still doing your world handicap, Debbie, aren't you? Whether you're playing comps or not, you're doing your world handicap. I've been doing so.
Yeah, I am now, but when I played before, when I played off 15, I did a couple of comps and that's why it came down at 15, and then I didn't play in any more comps. I just played for fun, so I never put any figures in.
See, I don't like comps. I'd rather just have a game with my mates and put it on England Golf.
That's
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, though, Colston. If Debbie does that, plays with Kent and everyone else, it's still going to come down, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because there's no pressure. It's not a comp. It's just you're playing to enjoy yourself. So it will come down. I'm sure it will.
Yeah, so do a Scoopy Whoopie and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking treat.
Which actually I did.
Should have had relief. Should have had relief.
Yes, our ref.
She wasn't getting fucking relief from that.
But what did he say? What did he say? I had,
Rishi said you should have had relief.
and I asked you if I could have relief, and you said no.
Quite right. You've made me play with an 8-iron.
Did you get that?
Yeah, I did.
Well, there you go then. And I had every faith in you that you could do it, and you did it. So I didn't give you an unreachable task.
Darren's off 14. He's been playing for 10 years. His first handicap was 26 and he hated comps at first. I think it's that pressure, isn't it, of thinking you've got to perform. And when people are watching you that are like, you're playing against.
No, I don't have any problem with that at all.
Some people might, though.
People watching me perform have no problem at all.
You filthy bitch.
It's disgusting, isn't it?
Lowers the tone straight away.
Oh, it lowers the tone.
It won't be Ken if you do.
Watch your way.
Have you noticed? He didn't come on before Daniel went to bed.
Yeah. That's why, because of his mouth.
He loves me, does Daniel.
I know it does, but he didn't come on till after he'd gone to bed so you could start with your innuendo.
And he's farting.
Oh no, you'd have.
No, he wouldn't have minded me farting.
Hey, Kent, Robbie's just put up, I don't want to hear about Robbie playing with Kent.
Knows what's what?
Robbie's put up, I don't want to hear about Debbie playing with Kent.
No. Just watch him, Robbie, you'll enjoy it. She batters me every time. Well, nearly every time.
That on your OnlyFans page?
It's not what it is.
Is that his OnlyFans page?
That's the one that you have to pay for, Pimmy.
That's what I thought.
Good job, I love you.
So, Robbie, how was your Mexican?
Oh, how is he, Mexican?
Well, how is
He might
your
not have finished it yet.
Wouldn't eat two.
No, toenails getting weird.
Yep. They're hairy.
Yeah, no.
Right, I think that's it for us.
Yeah,
I've got work.
Yeah,
We're
they're
doing it in a minute.
going to hit the sack as well, I think. Oh.
You've got me off for us, not for us, for a phone
You go for
call.
work tomorrow then, Kent, Debbie, yeah?
Debbie,
Yes.
no, me, yes.
Oh, dear.
She don't work Sundays.
Too much food.
I'm glad I'm not working Sunday.
Oh, dear. Right, well, we'll catch you all in 2 weeks' time then.
Yes.
And,
That's not bad.
yeah, I'll be back on Coffee Mornings this week.
I'm back in late, so
I'll maybe do Tuesday, Thursday coffee mornings this week. Oh, I think Sebby's farted. It stinks. Or
Not me.
Bit like here then.
fucking hell.
Well, if I don't see you before, enjoy Portugal.
Yes, thank you. We will. We'll. Can't wait.
We will be on before.
We'll be on the phone. We'll go to Portugal.
Not
So
next
we
week,
will.
the week after.
Yeah, 2 weeks today.
There's no Portugal.
There will be Portugal. Trust me.
No, they won't.
Later. Have a good one.
Bye.